jersey, and so Rockford will be wearing red at home for the vast majority of the rest of this season, except for nights where they end up in specialty jerseys. Other than that, they should be in red for the most part from here on out, so look for that little bit of a change in how things operate as far as things are moving forward. The Ice Hogs skating left to right to start the contest. The Chicago Wolves in white jerseys have white helmets, black gloves, and pants to go along with those. Chris D'Souza to take the opening draw. He lines up against Wade Megan at center, and as the puck has dropped, we are underway, and period number one has started up here. It's Caron through center for the Wolves as they take the opening draw. Pass down towards the far side of the ice is chipped quickly out by Rockford. Chris D'Souza to the loose puck, able to fling it into the zone, and then Evan Mosey chasing after it, knocked it down in behind the net. Nearly gathered up out in front of the cage after Labrie was able to draw it free, but just missed his target in Mosey, and instead the Wolves take control. Out to Megan now through center over the blue line, sends it in on goal. It's turned wide by Johansson, and the puck flutters into the corner. Chris D'Souza frees it up to Nolan Valou, who begins to work it forward. Across ice feed out of the tape of D'Souza, and Mosey just couldn't quite drag that back leg to stay on side. 19:22 still left first period. We've got no score in the game.
Well, it is interesting looking at the red jerseys at home. I mean, I'm glad you pointed that out because I was going to ask you. What's the issue? Did you forget to wash them?
No. Our equipment crew would never forget something like that. Russ Holding and Brady Lake do a tremendous job here for the Ice Hogs as a puck is gathered up again at center and picked up down to the Ice Hog zone. It's Gustafsson to Polka. He's got the full face shield on today. Those of you who were tuned into the broadcast on Monday might remember he took a puck to the face and had to leave the game early in the third period, and is wearing that full face shield now to protect the stitches that he had to get to repair that wound. Puck away to the left side now as Agostino enters the Rockford zone. A high snapshot trying to get it past the shoulder of Johansson, but he drove it wide of the net all the way back out to center, and now off to the near side as Chris Butler handles for the Wolves. Goes rink wide to Andrew Agostino. Now it is Kenny Agostino on the rink wide feed. Has to be regrouped by Barbashov. He dropped it off then to Reed McNeil. Now picked up through center ice as Morgan Ellis dumped it over to the right side. It got pushed free and then over towards the right wall. Now knocked away, and an opportunity for the puck to be put right back in on goal. Bounces off the end wall and then is snapped through the top of the goal mouth up in the air off the stick of Gervais. Swept out of harm's way by the Ice Hog defense. I believe that was Gustafsson to draw that one away from the goal crease. Puck is away to the right side corner. McEachern had it. Lost it off his stick blade towards Spencer Abbott, and then it is whipped off the boards into the neutral zone by Mark McNeil. Around to the left wing side is Reed McNeil for Chicago, sends it into the Rockford zone. The two McNeils on the opposing sides have no relation here as a puck is gathered up by Mark McNeil for Rockford. He was able to muscle it out of the zone despite being knocked off his skates and up towards Carl Dahlstrom, who flings it into the offensive end. Out of his cage to play the puck is Husso. Whipped it around the boards near side. Scooter Vaughn, who's lined up as a forward for this contest, typically plays defense, although does have some time up at forward this season. Meanwhile, a rink-wide feed just bounces off the tape of Barnes as he was working down the right side on a saucer pass, and the Wolves recover. Vaughn to Lindboom into the zone, left wing side of the circle. Cross ice feed is knocked away, and then out of the tape of Labrie, trying to clear on the backhand as he was looking for Dowell. That pass did not connect. Around towards the left wing side, Nolan Valou able to trap the puck there. It rolls aside and then is gathered up by Cameron Schilling into the skates of Labrie. Kicked it out to center. Here's Labrie chasing after it. Finds it on the left side. He snapped the shot just wide of the cage. Maybe getting a piece of that was Husso. The rebound directed out to center as it is gathered up by Robin Norrell. Now Tyler Barnes uses the boards to work the puck to Labrie off the right side, put a backhander towards the center of the offensive end, just out of the reach of Jake Dowell, and turned wide by the Wolves to Wade Megan at center. Megan walks in with a snapshot, and that one is gloved down by the goaltender for the Rockford Ice Hogs, Lars Johansson, and he does not offer a rebound. 16:35 still left in the first period. No score in the game.
You know, I've watched Labrie now for a fairly good amount of time, and he works hard, gets off the ice when he's supposed to. You can tell that he's tired when he gets to them, and then he's ready to go again. He's not a loafer.
Nope, not at all, and he had a real breakout offensive season last year where he put 20 goals up on the board as Butler controls. I know he's been a little bit frustrated with that offensive output this season, but all you can do as a player is continue to work hard, and that's what he has done. Here's a puck moved up towards Carrick along the left wing side. Nice check in the corner by Carrick as he drives Butler down to the ice, freed the puck up to Baun, and then it is jarred away, and once more to Butler in the corner. Bumped again by Carrick. Puck is put around towards the near wing. Philly Polka stepped up, got some help from Abbott to hold the zone to Baun. He couldn't get rid of that one in time as he had help from Carrick, but Butler was in his way. Carrick with a backhand pass, split it right between Baun and Abbott, and down to the Rockford zone as the puck is then handled by Johansson, and the Ice Hawks control. Referees, by the way, tonight, Stefan Renault, Sean Davis. The referees, the linesmen, are Mike Anderson and Tyler Gregory. And now we have a whistle stopping play with 15:47 still left here in period number 1. No score between Rockford and Chicago.
You know, so that last pass that came from our goal line and went all the way down the ice, it looks worse than it is. As a coach, at least he was looking for somebody. He saw somebody in a high slot, didn't quite hit there with the skill set, but at least he sees vision, and I like that in a player.
Carrick and Abbott are two players who might be able to find that chemistry as they continue to play together this season as well. They were teammates out with the Toronto Marlies a couple of seasons ago as Luke Johnson works a puck out to center ice. And then Martin Lundberg able to chip it down the right side corner boards. Chases after it as Ellis grabs on for Chicago. Here come the Wolves the other way. It's Andrew Agazzino onto the left side to Barbashev. Dropped off Reed McNeil with a snapshot that gets blocked away. And high up in the air out of play. 15-19 still left to go. Period number 1. We've got no scores so far in the contest.
Well, you can feel the difference in the crowd, can't you? I mean, immediately, they're yelling and screaming.
Oh, yeah. Good atmosphere certainly at the BMO here today. We should have another good one on Friday. And if you don't have tickets for that one yet, there are still some available. Should be a fun contest. It's also U Jersey night. Give you more details on that a little bit later on. You can, of course, call the Ice Hogs 815-968-5222 or jump online to icehogs.com. Dahlstrom gets it off the draw and worked it free to Svedberg. And now it's Labrie, a backhander out to center. Mosey chasing the puck, able to work it into the zone before he got trapped by Reed McNeil, and then tosses the puck down behind the net. Labrie, a collision against Ellis, who still clears the puck for the Wolves. Back is Svedberg into his own end. No icing as the puck got deflected. Svedberg able to protect the puck around the cage, then weaves away to the left wing side, finds center, tosses it right in on goal. It's turned wide by Husso. D'Souza got it out of the corner to Mosey behind the net, looking for a little bit of real estate. Bounced up to the blue line. Svedberg winds, he fires through some traffic in front. Labrie looking for a deflection, and a nice job to catch that puck by Husso with traffic in front. He holds on. 14:39 still left in the first. No score in the game.
So that Svedberg dump in was our first shot on goal, and then we got another one from the point. So not quite the theory we were looking at to try to see how this guy looks.
And the Wolves have done a nice job of preventing Rockford from getting chances to throw the puck on goal, but Rockford has done a nice job of shooting of late, although they didn't reach the 30-shot plateau in the contest on Monday out in Iowa. They had done so in all 8 of their previous games leading up to that contest. So look for those shot numbers to start to elevate again here. Puck goes away to the right wing side and eventually grabbed onto by Dowell, who worked it into the corner. Now it is Valou towards Barnes. Couldn't quite clear. Is done. Held into the zone, but Barnes able to poke check it away. Could be an odd man chance for Rockford. Dowell up ice towards McNeil. Tried to make a quick move off the left side. Lost his footing. Barnes supporting. Now grabs the puck behind the net. Bounces off the right wing side back towards Valou. Threw one through some traffic that I think was blocked out in front by Vaughn as it left the stick of Valou. It sails out of play, and the clock does indeed stop again here. 14:03 left to go in the first period. No score in the game. And fans, tonight's contest is part of the Illinois Lottery Cup competition. The Illinois Lottery Cup will be awarded to the team with the best regular season head-to-head record between your Rockford Ice Hogs and the Chicago Wolves. With the Illinois Lottery, anything is possible. Here's Carrick off the attacking zone draw towards Abbott. Carrick again, able to work the puck aside towards Baun. He got run into along the wall. Back down into the corner. Goes the loose puck. Megan hit by Carrick. Freed up now towards Abbott. Into the circle, still holding. Abbott to the blue line. Gustafson gets one away quickly, just wide of the far side goalpost. Baun able to dig it away, and then he got his feet taken out from under him by Butler. Puck is moved the other way into the zone. Karan, the Wolves are offside. which will lead to a stop in the action. 13:36 left to go in the first period. We've got no score between the Ice Hogs and the Wolves. We'll be back with more just after this here on your Rockford Ice Hogs Broadcast Network.
Hey, money doesn't grow on trees, but if you plow snow for a living, money does fall from the sky. But if your snowplow isn't running, someone else is cashing in on all that white gold. Don't let that happen. Before the next big snowfall, see Scott's RV Truck and Auto Repair on American Road. Scott is an ASE Master Truck Technician and the Rockford area's diesel specialist. Scott and his expert team can service any brand of snowplow on the road. And if you're looking to get into the snowplowing business or just need something new, Scott also sells snowplows from Boss, a worldwide leader in snow and ice removal equipment. So don't let your snowplow sit there getting covered in snow when it should be on the road plowing it. Contact the experienced professionals at Scott's RV Truck and Auto Repair at 3301 American Road. Call 815-874-0800. That's 815-874-0800. Or you can fill out a simple service request form online at scottstruckandauto.com, and they'll get back to you as soon as possible. scottstruckandauto.com.
13 minutes, 36 seconds still left to go here in period number 1. No score between Rockford and Chicago. No penalties yet in the game. There have been plenty of power plays to go around between the two clubs over the last couple of meetings. The Ice Hogs have had 15 chances, including a number of 5-on-3s. Have not been able to strike on those power plays, but have won both of those games. That means good 5-on-5 play by the Hogs, which is certainly a good sign to see as Spencer Abbott has the puck now weaving through center. Made a man miss. Nice move into the zone. Dropped off Polka. Right circle. He shoots. Rings it off the goalpost. Back now towards Dahlstrom as he tries to drive one in on goal. It's off a shin guard and out of play. Philly Polka with a beautiful shot there, but it caught the iron and stayed out. 13:15 left first period. Still no score.
So I don't know if you noticed, but Chris Butler made it look like he was going to dump it around the net, and then he shot it on net. Kind of a little deception play, which has worked in the past.
Try to get the goalie leaning a little bit.
Yeah.
Polka opened up the scoring last game for Rockford on Monday in Iowa. Nearly did so again here. Abbott back to Polka at the blue line. This time his shot gets blocked. Out of play again, and we'll get another attacking zone draw here for Rockford. The face-off will occur on the right wing side.
You know how many stitches he got?
I do not. But he's had some tough luck because he got one side of his lip cut, if you remember, against the Wolves here that last Wednesday, Tim, and then had it happen again out in Iowa on the other side.
Oh, jeez, I didn't know that.
Meanwhile, McEachern into the zone, puts the puck into the left wing corners. He got bumped by Bond. Now it's worked up towards Gustafsson and then Carrick. Bond just offside as he was trying to keep pace entering the attacking zone, which will cause a whistle to sound. 12:52 to go in the first. We've got no score in the game.
You know, that's happened twice with that line. You don't see that. I mean, typically, after the first one, you get a little conversation going and say, move the darn puck, right?
I like the aggressiveness, though, getting that puck in the zone, or at least attempting to here by the Ice Hogs, as Jake Dowell will step in for a face-off. Big thanks to Hub Printing, who were able to put together a poster of Jake Dowell commemorating the 300 games that he has now surpassed in an Ice Hogs uniform, but the first player ever to skate in that many games for Rockford as the puck is back down to the Ice Hogs zone. Svedberg got bumped into by Bleakley and lost the puck only briefly to Friesen before the Ice Hogs immediately got it back. And then it's Labrie up the right wing side as he tapped the puck down the wall in behind the net. Vaughn freed it for Chicago. Now it's back to Barnes up the right wing side towards Norrell. He held it only briefly as the Wolves had numbers there, and the puck is cleared. Svedberg there to drive it right back in. Huso calmly knocks it aside. Worked up the wall to Bleakley. Then across towards Friesen. Here he comes over the blue line. Walked in with a snapshot, blocked away by Schilling, and that one skipped off the end boards behind the netminder Lars Johansson through the top of the goal mouth, and the Ice Hogs now able to recover to center. It was a weird ricochet off the boards, and fortunately the Ice Hogs avoided anything bad happening from it. Meanwhile, Karan in his own zone moves the puck to Lindboom, and then Bly able to push it off the wall down the right wing side. Here's Dahlstrom. McNeil, nice play off his skates to his stick. In off the left side, Lundberg holds the puck, tried to center one out in front. It got blocked away. And now Chicago with a chance to try to turn it the other direction. 2-on-2 rushes. Blah brings it in down the left wing side. Sent it rink wide. A good deflection made by Gustafsson to get rid of the danger there. 11:20 to go, still in the first period in a scoreless game. Puck is gathered by Valou. Moved up to Luke Johnson. Now it's Valou again over to the right wing. Handled by Eric Gustafsson. It's off the boards. Reaching for the puck was Lundberg. Just couldn't quite stretch far enough for that one. Samuel Blah back into the zone. Now a centering feed all alone in front. Johansson with a poke check. Got just enough of the stick of Megan to not allow him to tuck that one home. A good chance for Chicago. And now Lundberg will circle back into his own end to give the puck to Gustafsson. Has time to take a look. It's up the left side to McNeil. Into the zone. Fires it wide. All the way around the boards to Barbashov. He turns it over to McNeil. Here he is, high slot. He shoots off the tip of the glove of Husso and wide as Barbashov recovers. Puts one off the boards left side. Norrell attempting to hack it down the wall. Couldn't get enough to hold it into the zone cleanly. And instead back the other way, Agostino. His centering pass misses, but it's pulled off the wall and then dumped deeper down to the corner by Agostino. Stopped off in behind the net as Norrell helps the puck stay pinned right there against Barbashov. Now Agostino is passed to the blue line, skipped away out to center. Ellis hit by D'Souza and Mosey, but got the puck freed up. Now a one-time drive there by Andrew Agostino off the feet from Barbashov. Turned wide by the Ice Hog goaltender, Lars Johansson. Puck moved out to center, just missed Spencer Abbott. Rockford looking to finish a line change as Barbashov guides the puck to the Ice Hog zone. Recovered quickly by Svedberg. Valou returns to Svedberg. Got by a couple of Wolves, four checkers. Now it's Carrick into the zone right side. Fired it off the blocker of the netminder Husso. Across the ice, Spencer Abbott, a rolling puck. Had it take a bit of an odd bounce out to the neutral zone, just away from Nolan Valou. Abbott finds it again from Svedberg. Uses Valou off the near side as he steps over the blue line. Delays, feeds to Abbott in the left circle. Dodges off a check. Gervais looking to steal it also. Lindboom involved, and Abbott plays it safely down behind the net towards Kyle Bond. Now it's Carrick, handles it up top to Abbott. Fake shot right side, Schilling with a drive. That one blocked in front by Pettery. Lindboom off the wall. He clears it into the Ice Hog zone. A beautiful clearing play there as it wasn't quite strong enough for an icing. And back is Valou, who has to play the puck deep inside his own end. Jake Dowell now towards Valou. Under 9 minutes to go in the first period. Still looking for our first goal of the game. Puck is away towards Dowell. Tried to center it up to Labrie. It got caught up in some traffic. Labrie now able to find it under the high slot. Got a nice backhand pass to Dahlstrom. Moved it away. Left wing side. Walking in is Schilling, and his shot gets blocked away by Jordan Schmaltz. Up into the air and out of play. 8 minutes and 37 seconds still left to go here in the first period. We've got no score here at the BMO. Back with more after this on your Rockford Ice Hogs Broadcast Network.
Finley fact number 14 from Tom Finley.
The best deal you've ever seen is during the week between Christmas and New Year's at Finley Buick GMC.
It's your last week of the year and your best week to save with the most for your trade before your car depreciates a full year. 21% off MSRP on new 16 GMC Sierras, $1,500 in bonus cash on new 17 GMC Acadias and Buick LaCrosses, and $5,000 in bonus cash on new 16 Buick Encores. With deals this good, they won't last long, so hurry and get 21% off MSRP, $1,500 to $5,000 in bonus cash, plus top trade dollar. We get you the results you want at Finley Buick GMC, conveniently located just off I-90 in Beloit, or online at finleybuickgmc.com.
We make buying easy. Finley Buick GMC.
MSRP may not be price at which vehicle is sold in trade area. It includes applicable rebates and incentives. Number 16146 on select models in lieu of special finance.
Welcome back out here to the BMO Harris Bank Center. Bob Mills alongside Tim Mattilla with you here. 8:37 to go in this opening period of play. No score between the two clubs. Shots on goal, Tim, say 5 for the Wolves, 4 for the Ice Hogs. Feel like there's been more pressure, though, than 9 combined shots in the game.
There's been a lot of good passing, good plays. I mean, you're right. It doesn't feel like 5-4. Both teams had quality chances to score.
Rockford hit a goal post, and Megan had one just trickle off his stick as Labrie pulls it off the draw and fired it just wide of the cage. Gathered up by Mosey on the left wing side. He gets tangled up along the wall as Butler stepped up against him. And with that, the Wolves are able to clear the zone. Now off a skate of Schilling. Dowell tracking it backwards. Knocked it free, then Schilling into the neutral zone. Able to weave his way into the offensive end, and the Ice Hogs whistled for offside. I don't know about that one. I thought Mosey had his 1 foot still in the neutral zone. The linesman saw it differently. Offside called. 8:13 still left in the first. No score.
I think he's called every offsides. I don't know.
Might be right,
It
yeah.
seems weird. Doesn't it seem like
I think the Wolves had one offside earlier, but
okay.
other than that, yeah, they've all been against the Ice Hogs. It's sort of those 50-50 bang-bang plays. That one looked to me to be onside. I thought the first two he probably got right as the puck is off the board's far side and right back down to the Rockford zone. Here's McNeil, throws one off the boards. Lundberg chasing after, but it was too far for him. And it's chipped into the Ice Hog end. Gathered up by the Wolves along the right wing side as a pass across finds Dunn at the left point. He shoots through traffic, blocked by Gustafsson away from the front of the cage. Whipped around the boards, Lundberg chases it down along the left side and is able to win a puck battle to clear it out to center. Tapped aside as Gustafsson still chasing that puck. Got it inside the Wolves' end. Samuel Blah with it now, worked it on towards the near wall. Petteri Lindboom. Forward to Blah into the zone along the right side. Dropped off right wing with a snapshot. Kneeling down to block it away was Gustafsson. Puck tied up into the right side corner. Megan, one of the most dangerous goal scorers in the American Hockey League this season is Megan as the puck is put right back out in front of the one-time chance. Is wide off the stick of Ellis. Away to the blue line now and just not able to hold it there is Wade Megan, who sends it out to center. And in terms of what Megan has done this year, 14 goals on the campaign, and that is tied for second in the AHL. So a few guys on this Wolves roster that have really put up the point totals, and if Brad Hunt was still here instead of up in the NHL, he also would be among the league leaders as the puck is cleared all the way down by Rockford for an icing call with 6:42 to go first period, no score. But Brad Hunt, when he went up, was by far the most productive defenseman in the league in terms of points too. So you've got three guys on this Wolves roster, if Hunt is here with the team, of course, that can really hurt you. And we've seen that this year from those three players.
Well, they've also got three defensemen with +6, +7, +5, which you don't typically see that. I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, to put that in perspective, I think the Ice Hogs only have one player who's not in the negatives in the plus-minus, and that is Evan Mosey. Puck is down the wall, right wing, and then put across to Reed McNeil at the left point. Didn't have a lane as Barnes was there. Behind the net, Gustafsson up towards Labrie, and the puck out to center. Now Barnes chasing after it, tries to make a diving play. Ellis got in his way. Puck behind the net towards Reed McNeil. He sent it across to the left wing side. Agostino gets run over on the left wing by D'Souza. That's going to draw a crowd as everybody gets involved over on the left wing side. The referees make sure that doesn't escalate any further. D'Souza never one to back away from a big collision, and prove that again on that last shift. I think that was Agostino who took the big hit, which is certainly part of the reason why you get this response from Chicago. Now, guys will stand up for each other regardless, but when it's the league's leading scorer, you're always going to get a little bit more protection for those type of guys.
Yeah, where's McSorley when you need him?
D'Souza penalized on the play.
What do you think, charging? Or?
That was my original thought, yeah. And it doesn't look like Chicago will get one coming back their way, and honestly, I don't think anything is warranted. There really wasn't too much going on in that little scuffle there after the whistle.
Yeah, Chicago doesn't want to see Agostino injured. I mean, he's obviously a really good passer and a good hockey player.
And he does seem to be okay. He's still out on the ice right now is Kenny Agostino, preparing to start what looks to be a Chicago power play. Time of the penalty at 13:49. See how things shake out here.
2 minutes.
There it is. You think charging? That's what I thought.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, like at our level, charging and then he hit him in the head, so it would have been a 2 and a 10 from a hit to the head.
Even in a situation like
But
that
he
where
was falling.
Agostino's ducking way down?
Well, that's the point.
Sure.
It shouldn't be called, but they call it because they're trying to protect the children.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. but it doesn't look like they called it, and I think we both agree that that wouldn't be a situation where we would look for a check to the head type of penalty, but not much of a dispute on the overall penalty call as the Ice Hogs are able to recover it. And there indeed is the charging call, so we can chalk that up. One right. Here's Bond sealing a puck to Dowell in front, and a one-time chance is fought off by Husso. Back to Dowell in the right side corner. The puck is flipped up the boards. There's a couple of players between these two teams that have been very proficient in the short-handed category on the season as Vince Dunn moves the puck up towards Megan. Away to the right wing side. It bounces away from Agazino down to the corners. It is trapped by Victor Svedberg. But in terms of short-handed goals, Wade Megan leads the entire league with 3 of them on the season, and Jake Dowell is among the leaders both in short-handed assists and short-handed points, and he nearly had a short-handed goal right there. Meanwhile, the puck is covered up by Ice Hogs goaltender Lars Johansson. We'll get a face-off with 5:34 left in the first, 1:23 on the Chicago power play.
And Dowell's right back out there.
Certainly looked at to be the main face-off man for Rockford, especially on draws in the defensive zone. And that's why he wins it cleanly back along the boards. There's Vili Polka, uses the near wall and sends the puck sliding into the Chicago end. Take some more time off this Wolves power play. They've been pretty good with the man advantage over the course of the season as Chicago, as Megan steps in along the left wing side, dropped it off to Dunn, up to the blue line now. It's Agostino. Out of the right side circle, put back up to Dunn. He holds it there looking for a lane, but Lundberg forcing him aside. Agostino off the right side. He snapped a shot. The stop is made by Johansson, and he holds on. 5:05 to go in the first. 54 seconds on the Wolves power play. We've got no score so far.
So I remember last game they had the power play. Agostino was really looking to pass that puck to the cross back door. That time he took the shot early.
Wolves on the power play this year, 19.8%, good for 10th in the American Hockey League. Rockford's penalty kill, 79.1%, is 23rd. Rockford gets this face off, and then Polka is able to fling it off the wall right side. The penalty kill, though, lately for the Ice Hogs has been very, very good. They've given up only 2 goals while down a skater over their last 5 games or so as Sterling walks it in. Now across to Samuel Blaze. He puts it onto the right wing side. Then it's Butler off the left wall. Up top now to Schmaltz onto the right wing side. Given to Schmaltz again as he looks for a lane shot. Tipped in front, and a nice stop made by Johansson as he was able to track that one that skipped down off the ice in front of him and bounced up nearly to his shoulder, but he was able to make the save. 23 seconds left on this power play for Chicago. Still no score in the game.
So 4th time in a row, defensive face-off. Dowell has come out, won the draw, and then he goes to the bench. So they are really sticking to a program there. And because he's winning, why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, those draws on special teams seem to be the ones that really, really matter more than your typical 5-on-5 draws, but this time it's Barbashev who gets it back cleanly to Butler. Now into the high slot, Schmaltz fakes the shot, dishes it free to the right side, now gets it right back, wrister, and a good stop made by Johansson as he was able to deflect that one up in the air over the crossbar and out of play with Ivan Barbashev right in front of him. Another defensive zone draw is scheduled to take place here with 12 seconds still left on the Chicago man advantage.
Have you noticed Jordan Schmaltz is taking a wrist shot versus a big winding slap shot? Better release, maybe he's got a little more accuracy.
A little bit less time for the shot blockers to get in the way.
Correct.
Carrick and Barbashev will be the face-off matchup this time. And Vaughn will step in now as Carrick gets tossed out. Puck gathered up by Sterling. Left it for Butler. Wrister through some traffic is off a body and wide of that. Whipped down to the right side corner to be pushed free by Dahlstrom. Off the boards, far side. Puck is cleared. D'Souza is released. And with that, we return to 5-on-5 action. 4:05 to go as a quick centering feed. Good forechecking pressure from Bond. Stole that one aside. No goals yet between the two clubs tonight. Butler wheels it around to the left wing side where it is kicked at by Valou. Down to the corner, Carrick. Now to the blue line for Bond. Right side, Norrell winds and fires, and the glove save is made by Ville Husso, and he hangs on. 3 minutes, 48 seconds left in the first period. No score between Rockford and Chicago. We've got more action coming your way just after this here on your Rockford Ice Hogs Broadcast Network.
No more driving around late at night looking for something good, because the filling station is open till 3. So head to the filling station right now for their famous homemade pizza using only the freshest ingredients, the best wings in town, karaoke till 2 on Friday and Saturday, great daily specials, and more. The filling station, a hometown favorite for over 30 years at 6259 11th Street. Open Monday through Thursday till 2 and Friday through Sunday till 3. Find them online at fillingstationrockford.com and keep up with the latest events on Facebook.
There are just so many reasons to love Scanlon's. Huge selection of craft and import beers, in-house dart and pool leagues, karaoke and DJ every Friday and Saturday night, and the best bar food around, including fresh cut burgers, steak, and marinated pork chop sandwiches, plus great appetizers, wings, fresh salads, wraps, and subs, and Rockford's only handmade sourdough crust pizza, from 7-inch personal size up to 16 inches to feed everyone. Whether it's the great food, great drinks, or great friends, stop in and you'll find a reason to love Scanlon's too. On City View Drive, near the corner of Rockton and Riverside, and on Facebook.
Welcome back out here to the BMO Harris Bank Center. Bob Mills alongside Tim Matilla. 3:48 left in the first. No score between Rockford and Chicago. Bouncing puck off the draw to Norrell. Now back to Abbott. Shoots. Good kick save. Rebound loose. And a backhand chance by Carrick. Fought off by Husso. And Carrick gets into it out in front of the net. Here was Gervais as he was trying to force a rebound free from Husso, who did a nice job to keep that puck under control. Real good chance for Carrick in front, and Husso, pretty good side-to-side movement there, it looked like. Made a nice save. 3:39 left in the first, and no score in the game.
Kind of a neat little setup off the face-off where Abbott came around, was given the puck by Norrell, and then he came around and shot the puck. It was a set play. There's no way you just do that.
And Abbott's a pretty good puck handler, so I think if there's anybody on this team that you would try that with, he'd be probably one of the first ones that you would think of to go to there. Is Johansson has to send a puck out of his own zone after the Ice Hogs want to draw back, but between the two defenders, Abbott in along the right side, took a shoulder check, but got the puck toward the cage, and then it skips wide to the left wing side. Sharp angle drive by Veluz off the side of the net, recovered by Carrick, up top to Bonnie, shoots, pad save made, and the rebound is stolen aside by Morgan Ellis, cleared to the left wing side where Veluz holds the zone. Bond tries a wrister, it's blocked, but right back to him in the left circle. Bond down to the corner, puts on the brakes there, now up to the blue line towards Veluz, and he didn't have much room there to try to feed Robin Norrell, and the puck just does come out over the blue line. Back to center now, as it is Bond who gives the backhand pass to Veluz. Left wing of neutral ice, flipped it high in the air once he found the red line. First one back was done to curl the puck free along the left side. It's cycled now into the corner as it was drawn away by Schmaltz. Pass partially blocked by Barnes, gathered up by D'Souza, and it was stolen free again by Chicago. On along the left side of the neutral zone, Dahlstrom circles it back down to Mosey. Rink wide, Victor Svedberg. Wanted Barnes off the wall, but Friesen got in the way. Ends up in the left corner, Dahlstrom. Up ice to D'Souza. Then it's Barnes on the right wing side. He works it into the offensive zone. D'Souza pounds it deep down behind the net. Now Mosey shakes off a check. And his pass deflect away. Good stick work from Bleakley. And Polka all the way into his own end. Recovers. Less than 2 minutes to go in the first period. Polka along the left side to Schilling. Skipped it out to center. Here's Luke Johnson over the blue line, puts it in front to Mark McNeil. One quick move to the backhand, and Husso with a good save there as McNeil tried to go up over the blocker. Now it's to the blue line for Schilling. Finds Johnson. Defended well by Jordan Schmaltz. The puck is out to center. Billy Polka had a pass, jam him a little bit. Finds control before Karan could catch up. Puck away to the right wing side, held by Schmaltz down to the right corner. Put in behind the net, Karan. Couldn't get away from Schilling. Now behind the net to Polka off the left side corner. That's lifted up into the air. That one escaped away from Schmaltz. Luke Johnson catches up left side, sent it back towards McNeil. Backhand pass deflected away and then is whipped around the boards onto the right wing side. And Megan flips it out to the neutral zone. Robin Norrell takes it back, works his way in on the left side, avoids a hip check, took a bit of a slash, and then tried to center one in front. It missed Johnson and is into the Ice Hog zone. 55 seconds left in the first in a scoreless game. Gustafson with control behind the net is being watched here by Agostino. Gustafson off the wall to center. Abbott had to spin away from a check, but Labrie gets to a bouncing puck. And along the right side, one quick move away from Ellis, who tried to stand up Labrie. And a big Ice Hog forward had no problem there. Dumped Ellis down. Still the puck covered up, though, by Husso, and he hangs on. 38.7 seconds to go in the first period. We've got no score.
Well, Labrie, if he couldn't get the puck in the net, he was going to get a Wolf player in the net.
Good mentality, though. You go to the net hard like that. You never know when a goalie might bobble the puck. Jake Dowell able to win another draw here. Abbott had his stick tied up, then fakes a pass to the blue line, escapes toward Labrie, snapped a shot that trickles wide as it hits some traffic in front of the net. Abbott into the left side corner. Got tangled up with Ellis. Barbashov looking to help out. Dowell also for Rockford. Got that puck away only briefly before it was stolen free by Andrew Agazzino and down into the Rockford zone. Svedberg got tangled up there. Now a centering opportunity off a skate blade, and then it hit the pads of the goaltender Johansson. And then Svedberg was right there just to pin that one against the pads of the goaltender to make sure that it didn't pop out anywhere. That was a purely positioning save by Johansson after that puck hit a skate in front of the net. Fortunately, Johansson in position made the stop. 12.4 seconds left first period, still no score. A little bit of a discussion here, and looks like the face-off will stay inside the Rockford zone, as I think it should. Well, everything seems to be sorted out now as Jake Dowell will face off against Wade Megan. Players are set. Dowell tangles up. Megan still had his stick tied up, and now it rolls to the blue line. That's where Dunn is able to hold. Down to Megan in the corner. He can get away from the Ice Hog defense. Polka bounces a puck towards McNeil off the left side, and that will bring us to the end of the opening frame. Neither team able to score at the start of this one, as it is a 0-0 contest. I like that play, though, by Dowell at the end, Tim. Even though that puck had been tangled up initially and then was kicked free, Dowell never let Megan go, and if he had, Megan could have gotten a good shot away there in that circle.
Good point. He tied up his stick, and it was a man-to-man situation. There's no way that guy's going to the net with the puck.
So Jake Dowell, that's one of the reasons why we see him take a lot of defensive zone draws, even if he doesn't win it cleanly. He's so smart defensively, it's very rare to see him just lose his man. And in a situation like that, a 0-0 game late in the first period, he's a pretty reliable guy to have out there. Now we'll send it down towards Kevin Peters, down by the ice surface.
Thanks, Chris. Sam, it's been a week since last time you guys played the Wolves. Things got pretty heated last time. How do you go about making sure you stay in control of your emotions here tonight?
Yeah, we can't, let this game get out of hand right away. At the bottom line is we got to get the 2 points from these guys. They're ahead of us in the standings right now, and so we're chasing them. So we're worried about, scoring some goals and winning this game, and the rest will take care of itself.
And scoreless right now, not a lot of shots on goal for either side right now. What's the key to finding the back of the net here tonight?
We'll just keep doing what we're doing. I feel like we're controlling most of the game here, and they got the one power play, so hopefully we just keep moving our feet and we'll draw a penalty and let our power play go to work. And like I said, just stick to what we're doing.
All right, thanks, Sam. That was Ice Hogs forward Sam Carrick.
Kevin Peters catching up with Sam Carrick down there by the ice surface as the Ice Hogs and the Wolves skate to a scoreless tie at the end of one period of play. It's the exact same situation the two teams were in the last game here at the BMO. Of course, we remember how that ended with Rockford taking a 6-2 victory over Chicago. We saw tons of goals in the middle frame, 6 combined, 4 for Rockford, which is the highest scoring total in a single period for the Ice Hogs the entire season, both in terms of goals scored by themselves as well as combined goals, and we'll see if we've got more in store for us for what could be a very exciting second period of play between Rockford and Chicago once again here at the BMO today. Certainly look for Rockford to continue to do what they were doing, especially in the second half of the first period. Both teams traded some good looks early on. Billy Polka had a shot that rang off the goalpost. It was countered back the other way shortly thereafter by a really good chance from Wade Megan and a poke check from Lars Johansson, where he didn't really get much of the puck, but he was able to tie up the stick of Megan in front, was enough to prevent an opportunity for that puck to slide into the back of the cage. So nice job done on both sides of the ice. We saw some exciting action here. Certainly a good crowd on hand at the BMO Harris Bank Center today, as energized these two teams down there on the ice surface as well. Once again, it is a 0-0 score as we head towards the Dental Dimensions first intermission report. We'll have a chance to check in with the WIFR newsroom. For those of you who are tuned in on the Justice Network 23.3, those of you who are listening to this one through Sports Fan Radio 1330, you'll hear a highlight package from around the American Hockey League. All that coming up during the Dental Dimensions first intermission report. Of course, we'll recap the action here, and we'll also take a look around the American Hockey League. All that coming up just after this, right here on your Rockford Ice Hogs Broadcast Network.
Finley fact number 14 from Tom Finley.
The best deal you've ever seen is during the week between Christmas and New Year's at Finley Buick GMC.
It's your last week of the year and your best week to save. With the most for your trade before your car depreciates a full year. 21% off MSRP on new 16 GMC Sierras, $1,500 in bonus cash on new 17 GMC Acadias and Buick LaCrosses, and $5,000 in bonus cash on new 16 Buick Encores. With deals this good, they won't last long, so hurry and get 21% off MSRP, $1,500 to $5,000 in bonus cash, plus top trade dollar. We get you the results you want at Finley Buick GMC, conveniently located just off I-90 in Beloit, or online at finleybuickgmc.com.
We make buying easy. Finley Buick GMC.
MSRP may not be price at which vehicle is sold in trade area. Includes applicable rebates and incentives. Number 16146 on select models in lieu of special financing.
They say money doesn't grow on trees, but if you plow snow for a living, money does fall from the sky. But if your snowplow isn't running, someone else is cashing in on all that white gold. Don't let that happen. Before the next big snowfall, see Scott's RV Truck and Auto Repair on American Road. Scott is an ASE Master Truck Technician and the Rockford area's diesel specialist. Scott and his expert team can service any brand of snowplow on the road. And if you're looking to get into the snowplowing business or just need something new, Scott also sells snowplows from Boss, a worldwide leader in snow and ice removal equipment. So don't let your snowplow sit there getting covered in snow when it should be on the road plowing it. Contact the experienced professionals at Scott's RV Truck and Auto Repair at 3301 American Road. Call 815-874-0800. That's 815-874-0800. Or you can fill out a simple service request form online at scottstruckandauto.com, and they'll get back to you as soon as possible. scottstruckandauto.com.
Out with some old neat stuff, in with some new neat stuff. It's the annual Al Grace Appliance Blowout, Closeout, Move 'em Out sale. Gobs of neat stuff has gotta go. This model's 6 months old. This one's 12. Is this one 2 years old? How'd all this stuff get here? All kinds of mattresses, med-lift chairs, TVs, Broil King grills, and of course, appliances. Washers, dryers, fridges, great brands like Frigidaire, Frigidaire Gallery, and Frigidaire Professional. But here's the one thing it all has in common. It must leave our nest. It's time for Al Grace to show some tough love and let these guys fly away and find a good home. Your home. We do so love our neat stuff, but we want it gone, even if it means selling below our cost. So hop on over to Al Grace for the Blowout, Closeout, Move 'em Out sale. It all ends January 4th, and we're open on New Year's Day. 811 West Riverside. Al Grace. Appliances and other neat stuff.
With the holiday season upon us, we take a closer look at the highlight reel gifts wrapped by the American Hockey League's best in this week's edition of the AHL Plays of the Week. We begin this sleigh ride with the Cleveland Monsters as they extend their season-long point streak to 6 contests behind forward Marc-Andre Bergeron's OT winner last Saturday against Chicago. Tony Brown walks us through the excitement.
Tapped off the outside of the net. Broadhurst recovers out top. Bergeron, big drive, he scores! In his first game as a Monster, Marc-Andre Bergeron wins it in overtime, less than a minute into the extra session.
The Milwaukee Admirals look to keep their top spot in the Central Division, and they set a high standard with an AHL season-high 9-goal performance Saturday at Texas. Aaron Sims sizzles through one of 2 Harry Zolnichuk tallies that evening.
Kamenev steals the outlet, skates with the puck to the left point. He turns and looks at the net. He shoots to the far post, and it's a goal! Harry Zolnichuk tipped it in on the far pipe. What a feed from Kamenev to Harry Zolnichuk.
The Iowa Wild and Rockford Ice Hogs look to climb up the Central Division ladder. For the Ice Hogs, Tanner Caro's game-tying tally with 5.3 seconds left in the contest helped set up a 4-3 shootout win over Chicago and send the Hogs on a 4-game point streak. Bob Mills recreates the nail-biting moment.
Along the left half wall, he spins it toward the front of that, deflected out in front towards Caro. He scores! Tanner Caro puts it home with 5.3 seconds remaining.
Like Rockford, Iowa defenseman Mike Riley provided a late-game marker to tie up their contest at Cleveland on Friday night in an eventual 2-1 victory in the breakaway competition. Joe O'Donnell recaps Riley's efforts.
Back at center point, Riley has a lane, faked the shot. Now left circle, Riley firing when he scores! Mike Riley's tied the game!
In the Pacific Division, the Stockton Heat maintained their lead on the group behind the stellar play of goaltender John Gillies. The Heat backstopper provided a career-high 48 saves on Saturday in a 3-1 win over San Diego and 92 saves on 96 shots on the weekend. Brandon Kisker raises the levels on Gillies' denial of a Nick Sorensen breakaway.
Long pass is caught by Sorensen, breakaway, a shot, glove save, John Gillies, what a save there! The breakaway was chipped all the way up the ice, and boy, these fans just wanted to throw those Bears too. And
with points in 8 of their last 10 contests, the Ontario Reign are keeping a close eye on the division leaders. Thank you for tuning in to this holiday edition of the AHL Plays of the Week. On behalf of everyone at the American Hockey League, I'm Joseph Zakshesky with the Ontario Reign, wishing everyone a happy holidays and a very Merry Christmas.
Christmas means to me, my love.
This is Mike Onabini with Benny & Sons Body Shop. Steering means directing or guiding. When you steer your car, you're in control. But when you need collision repairs and your insurance company steers you to a so-called preferred shop on their list, it puts their hands on the wheel and them in control. Steering denies your freedom of choice and is illegal. Preferred shops are preferred for only one reason, because they agree to do the repair for the cheapest possible way. And that puts your car's value and your safety at risk. Make the safest choice, Benny & Sons, and make it your choice. And remember our free mobile claim service. We'll come to you and give you an estimate. We'll take care of the phone calls, insurance claim, paperwork, everything. So don't be steered. You do have a choice. Choose the finest in collision repair since 1931. Benny & Sons. Call us at 962-5000. That's 962-5000.
Nearly 1,000 cataracts patients a year see better results at Miller Eye Center.
Oh, we'll go to Dr. Miller. He's really wonderful and you'll really like it.
I would say that Dr. Miller did his thing, and I called these eyes Dr. Miller's eyes.
You could see right away. Even that evening when I brought you home after surgery.
And I said, oh my God.
He says I can see perfect.
See for yourself. Call Miller Eye Center at 815-226-1500 to explore your cataracts treatment options. Your vision, our focus. With Restore multifocal implants, our cataracts patients are seeing great results.
I hadn't seen that way since I was like 11 years old.
It was so good to not have to wear glasses anymore.
And glasses free. It's wonderful.
You know, I could see colors. Everything was so bright and clear.
Being blind all my life, and now at my age I can see, and it's like, wow.
See for yourself. Call Miller Eye Center at 815-226-1500. Your vision, our focus.
The filling station sure has the right name. Over 30 years of filling your need for delicious food, filling your need for great drinks, and filling your need for fun. The filling station is famous for their homemade pizza using only the freshest ingredients, the best wings in town, daily lunch and dinner specials, daily drink specials, DJ and karaoke nights, Rockford's best Sunday Bloody Mary bar, and more. Located at 6259 11th Street, open Monday through Thursday till 2 and Friday through Sunday till 3. Find them online at fillingstationrockford.com and keep up with the latest events on Facebook.
There are just so many reasons to love Scanlon's. Huge selection of craft and import beers, in-house dart and pool leagues, karaoke and DJ every Friday and Saturday night, and the best bar food around, including fresh cut burgers, steak, and marinated pork chop sandwiches, plus great appetizers, wings, fresh salads, wraps, and subs, and Rockford's only handmade sourdough crust pizza, from 7-inch personal size up to 16 inches to feed everyone. Whether it's the great food, great drinks, or great friends, stop in and you'll find a reason to love Scanlon's too, on City View Drive near the corner of Rockton and Riverside, and on Facebook.
Rockford Ice Hogs Hockey on Sports Fan Radio 1330. WNTA Rockford.
Welcome back out here to the BMO Harris Bank Center. Bob Mills alongside Tim Mattilla with you here as the Rockford Ice Hogs. They have a 0-0 contest going on here against the Chicago Wolves after 20 minutes of play. As we continue along with the Dental Dimensions first intermission report, we'll take a chance to look around the rest of the American Hockey League here. Bridgeport 3-1 leaders right now over the Springfield Thunderbirds. Still 17:26 left to go third period. End of two. Grand Rapids and Cleveland are all knotted up at a 2-2 score. Hershey and Syracuse have the exact same count also at the end of the second period. 18:20 to go in the final frame. It's another tie game, this time at 3-3 between St. John's and Utica. Just underway in the third, the Toronto Marlies and the Binghamton Senators, with the Senators up 2-1 over Toronto. End of two, Lehigh Valley 2-0 leaders over Rochester. Milwaukee leads Iowa 1-0 at the end of one. We have a couple of games still yet to start. A couple of hours, or I guess just over an hour away between San Jose and Bakersfield, and Tucson and Stockton. That's a look around the league. 10 games underway here, I should say, at least on the schedule in the American Hockey League tonight. As we continue to look forward here now, the Ice Hogs taking on the Chicago Wolves. Pretty entertaining first period, Tim, even if we didn't get a goal in the score sheet for either side during period number one, but we did see some good back and forth action in that first period. You mentioned it partway through as well, that each team had a couple of real good looks at the front of the net.
Quality chances, shots 9-9. That's about how the game feels, in my opinion. Both teams are up and down. Face-offs matter. Dowell, I was going to say McDowell, the pitcher for the White Sox. He came in and took face-offs.
That's right.
But Dowell came in and won some huge face-offs, and to the point where you could see Coach Den is putting him in just to take the draw and then taking him off the ice. When you have a guy that special, that's what you do.
Yep, and he certainly won some big ones for the Ice Hogs, and even when he didn't win a draw cleanly, we had sort of talked about it at the end of the period as well. In that opening frame, he at least was able to stay tied up with Megan, preventing him from getting a shot on goal, and that's a pretty dangerous guy to be putting pucks on net. So nice job done by Jake Dowell in that instance, certainly there for the Rockford Ice Hogs. 9-9 are the shots at the end of one. I mentioned a little bit earlier on in the period that I thought maybe the shot count could have been a little bit higher based on the chances, and then I think we did see that number start to elevate out. 18 shots between two teams in the opening frame. Not a bad number whatsoever from either side. The only penalty of the period went the way of the Rockford Ice Hogs. Chris D'Souza, 2 minutes for charging in what was a pretty big hit on the left side. And other than that, pretty clean period of action. I didn't see a whole lot of plays that maybe felt like they should have been called either. I thought the two sides did a nice job of playing within the rules while still both being aggressive when they had their chances.
Yeah, no, I think you said more that you thought it was going to be a better, cleaner game. Now, I think the passing has been crisp. I wasn't in Iowa, but both teams seem to be making crisp passes, and there's a lot of vision on the ice, and guys are making plays.
Yeah, I think much different than at least how the game was for the first portion of the contest in Iowa, where we saw a lot of pucks bouncing off the sticks and hopping around a little bit from that instance there as well. But definitely was an entertaining opening frame out here in Rockford. We got a chance now to see Chicago's goaltender, Ville Husso, on 9 opportunities against. He looks pretty comfortable in the cage for Chicago. I didn't see a whole lot of vulnerabilities there with him.
No, he looked like he's been playing before, and obviously fourth-round draft pick, and he's used to winning championships. And I think there's something in his future.
Yeah, he looked good so far for Chicago. We'll see what the Ice Hogs can do to put a little bit more pressure on him as well going forward, but not a bad job done at all by the Ice Hogs. 9 shots on goal for each side. Netminders, Lars Johansson, he did a good job for Rockford too. A few shots through some screens. He stopped 9 of 9. And Ville Husso, as mentioned, 9 of 9 for the Chicago Wolves as well. That will do it, though, for the Dental Dimensions first intermission report. We have no score on either side at the end of one. We'll take a quick break for now. We've got more coming up. Second period just around the corner right here on your Rockford Ice Hogs Broadcast Network.
Hey, money doesn't grow on trees, but if you plow snow for a living, money does fall from the sky. But if your snowplow isn't running, someone else is cashing in on all that white gold. Don't let that happen. Before the next big snowfall, see Scott's RV Truck and Auto Repair on American Road. Scott is an ASE Master Truck Technician and the Rockford area's diesel specialist. Scott and his expert team can service any brand of snowplow on the road. And if you're looking to get into the snowplowing business or just need something new, Scott also sells snowplows from Boss, a worldwide leader in snow and ice removal equipment. So don't let your snowplow sit there there getting covered in snow when it should be on the road plowing it? Contact the experienced professionals at Scott's RV Truck and Auto Repair at 3301 American Road. Call 815-874-0800. That's 815-874-0800. Or you can fill out a simple service request form online at scottstruckandauto.com, and they'll get back to you as soon as possible. scottstruckandauto.com.
Dental Dimensions patient Tina Hultgren talks about her aha moment when experiencing exceptional dental care from Dr. T.
One of the things that really amazed me when I first started going to Dr. T was I had had something extensive done. And
Welcome back out here to the BMO Harris Bank Center. Bob Mills alongside Tim Mattilla as we prepare for second period action. No score between Rockford and Chicago at the end of one. Of course, this is the same position we were in the last time these two teams met right here. Then we had a wild second frame. We'll see if we've got more of that in store tonight.
You're raising expectations now. Everybody expects 6 goals in 4 minutes. That's not going to happen.
Oh, I'd be very surprised to see that happen again here. We've got no carryover penalties or power plays for either team. We'll start 5-on-5. I think the brief delay, well, usually when you see this going on, it's because they're trying to let the ice set up a little bit more. If slightly too much water got put down by the Zambonis, but that doesn't really look like the case here.
The referee is talking to Ted
there you
about
go,
something, and there's a linesman with him, which the reason they do that is so when they come back, they say, oh, I never said that.
Sure.
That's why they always have two. I don't know if any of you knew that. But,
yeah.
But otherwise, the other thing I was going to think of, because there are so many people here that maybe they're letting it set up, but I don't know.
That could be. I know you were sort of browsing the concourse, said it was pretty busy down there, so good to see the action picking up here at the BMO for this contest today. And once again, don't forget, Ice Hogs will be in action once more here on Friday. The Iowa Wild take their first trip to the BMO. Everybody's set to go here now as we get ready for period number 2. Rockford once again skating right to left here as the Ice Hogs are able to punch the puck into the zone, and Mosey turning it quickly in on goal after PC Labrie was able to work the puck over the blue line, but Rockford is offside. 19:54 still left, just 6 seconds off the clock, no score in the game. Chris D'Souza will step in for a neutral zone face-off. Wade Megan against him for Chicago. Players jumping a bit, but so far both centermen allowed to stay in. And the two wingers creeping in also.
Drop the puck.
We'll try it for a third time now. And there we go, we're underway again as the puck is off to the far side. Norrell took a little bit of a bump, but was able to snap that one off the wall. Chicago recovers, near side wing, now it's Nolan Valu. Worked it deep down to the right side corner, he got tangled up there with Karan. Loose puck to Megan, puts it right back out in front of that. Good stick work by Nolan Valu. Backhand chance for Samuel Blais, and it was off the stick of Valu, up and out of play. 23 seconds gone from the clock in the second period. Still no score in the game. This time the face-off will be inside of Rockford's defensive zone. The Sox changing their lines here. Sam Carrigan to take the draw. The Wolves doing the same. Ivan Barbashov for Chicago. Puck down to the corner now as it gets reversed by Gustafson. And then Polka controls. Up to the right wing side for Vaughn. Now it is Gustafson on the near wall. Made one quick move and then got bumped a little bit on the left leg. Here's the Ice Hogs into the zone. Cross ice. Feed and a wrister by Carrick is fought off by Husso, and a tripping penalty is on the way. I would imagine that was probably for the hit on Gustafson. 19:21 still left in the second, no score. Although the back official did call it. Yeah, go ahead, Tim.
It was the back official. Well, here we go. The key is trying to win in this draw because the zone entry, at least last week, didn't seem to be as sharp as we'd like. So if you can keep the puck in the zone to start with, certainly gives you more opportunities.
Tripping penalty to Kenny Agostino is what has gotten the Ice Hogs onto their first power play of this contest. Chicago's 0 for 1 on the night. They win this draw. Lindboom bounces that one past Ville Poca. Really difficult puck to hold in when it skips like that. Lars Johansson out of his net. Gets it to Gustafsson. Poca then behind the net. Lost control towards Mark McNeil. Now gets it back and spins away from the forecheck that is provided by Bryce Gervais. Here is Poca through center. Drops the puck to Abbott. Worked it towards the red line, then the right wing side. Mark McNeil into the zone for Rockford. Spun it around the boards. Lindboom picked it off there and just was able to find a connection. Here comes Gervais on an opportunity. Short-handed. Right side circle. Walks in. He shoots. And a blocker save is made by Johansson. Rebound towards Vaughn. Dropped the puck off, but didn't have anyone there to control it. It's away to the left wing side. Poca deep in his own zone. Worked it around the boards to the near wing. And now it is Gustafsson to settle it down to Abbott. You talked about the zone entries. Rockford having some trouble getting out of their own end here for the first minute of this power play. Poca leaves the puck to Abbott. Rockford has scored just twice on the power play all season against Chicago. Abbott, good move into the zone with a toe drag, and the puck was knocked away. Gustafsson whipped it all the way around the boards to Poca at the right point. Sends it down the wall towards Vaughn. That one was in his skates, now bounced into the corner. McNeil sends it around to the near side. Abbott to Gustafsson. Left point now to Poca off the right wing side. He sends it towards McNeil. Ends off a check from Schmaltz. Now Poca to Gustafsson. Right back to Poca. Winds and fires. Big save. Rebound loose to Abbott. He shoots. He scores! A beautiful shot from Spencer Abbott. But what a feed from Mark McNeil to set that one up. And the Ice Hogs take a 1-0 lead with a power play strike. 17:50 still left here in period number 2.
Well, the goaltender had no chance on that. That was a beautiful backdoor pass, and he had the whole net to shoot. Now, originally, he did make a goal. He made a save, and the rebound did come out to give McNeil that opportunity to pass that puck. So that would be the only thing I could say that he may want back, but he had no chance.
Good low shot from Ville Poca is what provided that rebound, and Mark McNeil, it's just a smart play right there. Realizing he had some time, he didn't have to throw it right back in on goal, and instead he knew Spencer Abbott was going to have basically an empty net there, and Abbott made no mistake with that one as he slams it in, and the Ice Hogs, they take the advantage here in this one, 1-0. Schilling now with the puck to the left point, sends it toward the cage where it gets punched away by Husso. Down the left wing side, it gets pushed at by Dowell. And gathered up by Scooter Vaughn to be sent once more through center ice out of the right wing side. Schilling chasing it down to the corner. Got it back around to Dahlstrom. Luke Johnson now controls and he finds Jake Dowell. Dowell able to work this one through center out of the right wing side over the blue line. Lost his footing. Slipping over the top of him was one of the Wolves defenders. I believe that may have been Dunn. Now onto the near side as it gets sent toward the cage by Vaughn. Indeed, it was Dunn who tripped over the top of Dowell. Both players were okay, though. Rockford able to clear this one out of their own end, and it's sent aside once more and behind the net towards Cameron Schilling. He uses D'Souza up to center for Barnes. Snap free towards Dahlstrom. Schilling inside of his own end. Onto the far boards, and Barnes floats into the offensive zone. Evan Mosey picks it up in the right corner, now behind the net. D'Souza twirling with that one. Had it knocked free. It's around to the right wing side. Good pace through center, and a snapshot by Gervais is caught off the shoulder of the netminder Lars Johansson. He holds on. 16:22 still left in the second period. 1-0. Rockford has the lead. Strangely enough, Tim, scoring first has not really been a recipe for success in games involving the Ice Hogs lately. All 3 games that Rockford won in that win streak, they scored second. They gave up the first goal, and then Rockford scored first out in Iowa on Monday and fell in that one. So 4 straight games in which the team that has scored first has lost.
Yeah, and that's got to be an outlier.
It's not very often. I know we looked at it last year, and I haven't calculated it out for this season, but when we looked at it towards the end of the season last year, teams that scored first got at least a point something like in the high 70s, maybe even 80% of the time.
Yeah.
So to see teams go 4 games with only 1 point given to the team that scored first is not often. Here's Lindboom with a shot, rebound loose off a body in front, still in the goal crease, and the Wolves have scored. They come and get it right back after a battle out in front of the net. I think that the goal will eventually be given to Kenny Agostino. Surprise, surprise to see him find the score sheet. 15:54 left here in the second period. It was Agostino's penalty that led to the Ice Hog tally, so there's one good way to make up for it. 5-on-5 strike from the Wolves. We're all tied up at 1. Those goals less than 2 minutes apart. Look out, Tim.
Oh, here we go.
Mark McNeil will step out to center to take the draw. Ice Hogs will look to counter as Nolan Valou hits the puck off the faceoff, sends it down to the right corner. Able to trap the puck there as he scoots it to McNeil, whipped up the wall. Svedberg, left point, does get there in time to hold it down the wall before Ellis cleared. Now Luke Johnson forced into his own zone. Agostino indeed does get credit for the goals. The puck was shot free towards the front of the Ice Hog cage. Rockford got it out of harm's way into the neutral zone. Gathered by Samuel Blais. Dropped it off now towards Reed McNeil. He makes a quick pass up the left wing side. A centering feed from Megan does not connect. Now it's behind the net for Blais. He worked it off towards the far side, and the Ice Hogs get it back. Luke Johnson finds Mark McNeil. Now Martin Lundberg over the blue line, whipped it off the boards left side. It's down to the corner. Lundberg collides behind the net with Reed McNeil. Puck is out to center. Samuel Blais with it there for Chicago. Got shoved by Mosey. Able to find the center ice line. Whip the puck into the Rockford zone. Behind the net, Schilling. Up the boards towards Evan Mosey. Then PC Labrie. Wanted to get that one in along the right wall, but he bounced it off of Dowell. And the Wolves take control. Lindboom got hit by Labrie, but was still able to punch the puck into the zone. Moved around to the left wing side. That one knocked away, and then Labrie able to pick it off for Rockford. Here comes PC Labrie. Racing into the zone. Left side is forced to curl away. Finds Dowell trailing. The puck was just too far ahead and is gathered instead by Friesen for Chicago. Whipped around to the left corner. That's where Lindboom will settle things down. 14:09 to go in the second period. This one is all knotted up at 1-1. Dahlstrom into the left corner to Gustafson up the right wing side. Gathered by Barnes, freed up to Mark McNeil into the zone. He had his stick tied up beautifully. Good defense there by Schmaltz. Puck is away to the right side. Connor Bleakley up the wall. It's chipped in along the backhand from Gervais. Out of the cage, Johansson to play it. And then a quick move by Gustafson gives him a passing lane to Dahlstrom. Dahlstrom tried to make a move in the neutral zone. Turn the puck over. Here's an opportunity for Sterling walking in. He shoots, and the save is made by Johansson. Down to the butterfly. No rebound allowed. 13:32 still left here in the second period. We're all knotted up at 1-1. Back with more just after this here on your Rockford Ice Hogs broadcast network.
Some old neat stuff in with some new neat stuff. It's the annual Al Grace Appliance Blowout Closeout Move 'em Out sale. Gobs of neat stuff has gotta go. This model's 6 months old. This one's 12. Is this one 2 years old? How'd all this stuff get here? All kinds of mattresses, bed-lift chairs, TVs, Broil King grills, and of course, appliances. Washers, dryers, fridges, great brands like Frigidaire, Frigidaire Gallery, and Frigidaire Professional. But here's the one thing it all has in common. It must leave our nest. It's time for Al Grace to show some tough love and let these guys fly away and find a good home. Your home. We do so love our neat stuff, but we want it gone, even if it means selling below our cost. So hop on over to Al Grace for the Blowout Closeout Move 'em Out sale. It all ends January 4th, and we're open on New Year's Day. 811 West Riverside. Al Grace. Appliances and other things.
Welcome back out here to the BMO Harris Bank Center. Bob Mills alongside Tim Mattilla. The Ice Hogs and the Wolves all knotted up at 1 apiece. Shots on goal, 12 for each team. And a pretty even game. 1 power play for each side. Rockford has scored on theirs. The Wolves were not able to strike on their power play chance, but they did get one back at even strength. Here's a puck won back by Chicago off an attacking zone face-off, but moved towards Schmaltz. It jammed him into the neutral zone. And forced Chicago to have to race back and tag up. Spencer Abbott skating out of his own end. Got run into by Agostino and knocked down, but Bond able to work his way backwards and keep that puck tied up and prevent the Wolves from a quick chance into the offensive zone. Now it's Gustafsson. Left to Dahlstrom. Last man back, but he works it to Gustafsson, who threw it off the glass, left wing side, and down to the offensive end. Controlled by Chicago. Agostino through the neutral zone. Stepping up against him was Polka. Poked it aside to Carrick. Now it's Bond through center into the skates of Abbott, who dug it free up to Valou up the right side. He throws a backhander in on goal. That is gloved down by Husso, and he hangs on to it there. 12:42 still left, second period. 1-1 is the score between Rockford and Chicago.
Yeah, 12 shots apiece, 1 goal apiece, and that's kind of the way this game feels, right?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty accurate indicator of how this one's gone so far. Faceoff will be on the right side of the attacking zone for the Hogs. It's controlled to Luke Johnson. Snapped his shot from a sharp angle, and that one got trapped into the pads of the netminder, Ville Husso. 12:37 to go in the second. Still a 1-1 game.
Nice job of not giving up a rebound.
Yeah. And I like that idea from Luke Johnson, too. Why not put that on goal? Husso makes the stop, though. Get a face-off on the right side for Mark McNeil. He wins another one back. Billy Polka ran out of room as he had to step up along the right side, and the Wolves take it back. Sterling got it up along the left wing side as it is chipped into the Rockford zone. Polka around to Valou. Backhand feed to Johnson. Sent it behind the net to Polka. And it's chipped high in the air through center into the Chicago end. Turned over towards McNeil as he didn't have much room on the right wall. Attempted to put one in on goal. Couldn't get it through the traffic, and the Wolves break out of their own end. Through center ice down the left side. Megan up top for a one-time drive, and a good blocker save made by Johansson. Rebound, bounces free behind the net, put across left wing side. Rister is just wide of the cage. Forced to spin around before firing that shot was McEachern. Down to the corner, Sterling centering play got tipped away. Mark McNeil to the left wing side, but Dunn able to hold the zone. Snapshot pad stop made by Johansson as the puck is loosed behind the net. Out of the right wall, Lindboom down the boards, sends it into the corner. It is defended there by Megan. Worked wide by Luke Johnson, then up to the blue line. Dunn holds the zone to Lindboom. Send it away towards the right wing side. Stepping out of the right corner was Samuel Blay, and that puck never found him. Rockford an opportunity to clear, but can't get it out. Out of the right side, Dunn down to the corner. Held onto by Caron to the circle. He shoots, pad save, rebound loose. They score. The Wolves get another one here after the Ice Hogs had a couple of chances to get that puck out of the zone and weren't able to clear it. And the Wolves take advantage. They jump up to a 2-1 lead. 11:15 still left here in the second frame.
Yeah, you started to get the feeling, the offensive zone time of the Wolves, and then we just couldn't get it out, and then kind of a tough rebound, backside goal, and here we are 2-1.
8 minutes and 45 seconds into the period is time of the strike. Another 5-on-5 one from Chicago, as they are able to take the advantage over the Rockford Ice Hogs. First lead of the game for the Wolves. And perhaps we're going to see another one where the first team to score comes up empty. Really bizarre, but there's obviously a lot of hockey left to play. Hopefully the Hogs can regain control of this one as the puck is down behind the net. Johansson whipped it around, couldn't get it freed up as Bleakley found it, and his shot deflected but stays in play along the right side of the offensive zone. And indeed it was Wade Megan who got that goal for Chicago, and he continues to be an offensive force for the Wolves. Puck is back to Schilling, and down in behind the net to Dowell. Holds it into the circle, up top to Barnes. Left side now, Schilling winds and fires. That one got blocked in front of the net by Dunn, as Mosey was in the vicinity also for Rockford. Bleakley helped to dig the puck out along the wall. Dunn made a diving play to poke the puck to Lindboom. Then it is dumped down to the right side corner. Schilling had it leap over his stick blade. Now to the right side, freeze in, up top. It's Schmaltz on the left side. Open look for a wrister from Butler, and down to make the save is Lars Johansson without allowing a rebound. 10:18 left in period number 2. The Wolves lead the Ice Hogs by a 2-1 score.
Nice, comfortable save, no rebound. And he doesn't seem to get too out of whack when he gives up a goal. I mean, did you see that overall?
Yeah, I would agree with that. He's pretty steady. So for the Wolves, they've gotten goals here from Agostino and Megan.
Boy, are you just in shock?
Arguably their two most dangerous players. As a puck is fired wide off the left point. Megan, their team goal leader.
That's
Agostino, the league point leader. And yeah, I think there's a penalty coming up against the Ice Hogs. No doubt here as the puck is put on goal, turned wide by Johansson. Carrick touches it up there, and that will lead to the penalty call. Interference indeed. 10:01 still left in the second. The Ice Hogs, who have given up 2 straight goals, will now be shorthanded. Penalty kill will be tested against a pretty good Chicago Wolves power play. It's Kyle Bond to head to the box.
Yeah, I thought both players just got tied up and there was no intentional interference.
Yeah, it didn't look intentional, but I don't think I would disagree with the call. You think it was the right one there, Tim?
Well, being a fan, I just thought they both kind of ran into each other, so I don't know how you give somebody a penalty for that. But
Vaughn goes to the box, though, here for Rockford. That one drawn backwards by Carrick, and then around to the near side, and it's off the glass to be cleared by the Ice Hogs. Carrick in providing some pressure on the forecheck, wheels away for Dowell to take over. Here comes Chicago. Forward towards Agostino, sent it along the right side. Caron got tangled up on the play. Now it's Carrick looking to clear it from behind the net, but it hit a body and bounces right back in behind that cage. Off the right side to Dunn. Left wing point now, Agostino. Dunn with it again. Wrister from the high slot. Carrick dropped down to block it. Looked like that one stung him a little bit. Puck is back to Dunn. Now Agostino mishandled a bit, but able to avoid a poke check. Sends it down for Caron. Great job by Polka, dropping down to take away the passing lane and then poke the puck away. Still controlled by Chicago. Agostino putting right back out in front. A quick redirect and a good save is made by Johansson. Up to the blue line again. Agostino lays it down in front of that. That one drawn away by the Ice Hog defense, but couldn't be cleared. And then Carrick took away the pass. It's off his shin guard and out. The Hogs will hustle for a line change here. 50 seconds still left on the Chicago power play. Dunn sends it forward. Sterling got tied up by Mosey. Mark McNeil a whack at a puck that was about chest high. Couldn't get anything on it. Poke checks the puck aside, though. Out at center does McNeil, which will force the Wolves to regroup. Now Schmaltz through center. Good pass off the left wing side. Snap shot and a blocker's save is made by Johansson off the opportunity from Barbashev. And then it rolls free to Svedberg, and he makes no mistake whacking this one all the way down ice. Gathered up behind the cage by Husso, and then left to Schmaltz. Schmaltz weaving his way through center ice, down the right side. Curled it around the boards, over the stick of P.C. Labrie, who was then able to trap the puck free, but the Wolves get it back. It's Schmaltz at the blue line. Wrister through traffic, missed it just wide. Out of the box is Vaughn, looking maybe for a lead pass, and Schilling tried to find him. It got knocked down. Labrie able to force it out of the zone. Had his stick lifted then. Samuel Blais is working after that puck. It's aside into the right corner. Schilling kept it tangled up. It skipped off the side of the net. Now Blais with control as he gets pushed away by Bond. Puck to the blue line. Held into the zone. Left side down to the corner. Barbashev takes it around behind the net to the near wing. Still with control, Barbashev to the blue line. Real nice hold made on the play as the puck is settled by Reed McNeil. He shoots, blocked down in front by Bond. Rebound comes loose along the left side of the Ice Hogs. Able to step away from a centering feed. Another penalty call is on the way. This one will be against the Chicago Wolves as it's touched up inside the Wolves zone. 7:14 still left here, second frame. The Ice Hogs will head to the power play. See if they can get their second man advantage goal of the game. That'll be coming your way just after this. 7:14 to go in the second. Ice Hogs trail 2-1 right here on your Rockford Ice Hogs Broadcast Network.
Station sure has the right name. Over 30 years of filling your need for delicious food, filling your need for great drinks, and filling your need for fun. The Filling Station is famous for their homemade pizza using only the freshest ingredients, the best wings in town, daily lunch and dinner specials, daily drink specials, DJ and karaoke nights, Rockford's best Sunday Bloody Mary bar, and more. Located at 6259 11th Street, open Monday through Thursday till 2 and Friday through Sunday till 3. Find them online at fillingstationrockford.com and keep up with the latest events on Facebook.
There are just so many reasons to love Scanlon's. Huge selection of craft and import beers, in-house dart and pool leagues, karaoke and DJ every Friday and Saturday night, and the best bar food around, including fresh-cut burgers, steak, and marinated pork chop sandwiches, plus great appetizers, wings, fresh salads, wraps, and subs, and Rockford's only handmade sourdough crust pizza, from 7-inch personal size up to 16 inches to feed everyone. Whether it's the great food, great drinks, or great friends, stop in and you'll find a reason to love Scanlon's too, on City View Drive near the corner of Rockton and Riverside.
Looking back out here to the BMO Harris Bank Center, Bob Mills alongside Tim Mattilla. Ice Hawks heading to the power play, 7:14 left in the second period. 2-1 is the Wolves' lead, but the Ice Hawks are already 1 for 1 on the power play. We'll see if they can jump that up to 2 for 2. You see that call, Tim?
I didn't see what happened. I just saw that the referee
behind the play.
did
Slashing the penalty there. Yeah, it was a little bit behind the play. I didn't see it either. Here's a puck drop off the right side. It is won back by Mark McNeil to Polka. Then Gustafson on the left side. Hangs on up top to Polka again. Right wing side to Abbott. Holds it into the circle. Abbott tries to drop it off to Polka, who had moved across to the right wing side. Nobody was there, and it's down to the Rockford zone. Polka leaves to Gustafson. He steps out from behind the net. Still stick handling through center to drop the puck to Spencer Abbott. Feeds it down the right side. Vaughn whipped it around the boards. Abbott will let it go to Gustafson at the left point. Rolling puck, good hold there through some pressure. Abbott, rink wide feed, finds Polka off the right wall. Down to the half boards, bounces the puck aside to Abbott. Off the left circle, feeds it to Vaughn. Up top to the blue line, Gustafson just couldn't handle it cleanly. It skipped over his stick blade out to center, and Rockford is offside. 1:13 left on the Ice Hawks power play. They trail Chicago 2-1 with 6:27 to go in the second period.
Well, the Ice Hawks use the Blackhawk power play breakout, where they have a guy come in from behind, usually Patrick Kane, and then pick it up with speed and then hit the open man and carry it in.
A lot of times you see that where AHL teams will use the same systems as their NHL affiliate. As a player gets a chance to go up, they want him to be familiar with the systems. Here's Gustafson working his way through center. Sends a pass down the right side, but that one was too far ahead for Bond, which allows the Wolves to gain control and clear into the Ice Hawk zone with just under a minute left on the Rockford power play. Abbott leaves it behind the net to Polka. He dropped it off to Abbott again. Right wing side, it's McNeil over the blue line. Steps towards Lundberg, who couldn't handle that pass. It got immediately poke checked away. Chicago looking at counter. Billy Polka, nice job to tie up with Megan. Puck is recovered by the Ice Hawks as Polka finds Dahlstrom. 22 seconds left on the Rockford power play chance. Lundberg up the right wing side, into the zone, got a hip check, put the puck deep. Ellis hit by Carrick. Puck is swung around the wall. Dahlstrom trying to hold off the left side, got tangled up, and as he was falling down, able to get rid of that one to avoid a chance for Friesen. Still the Wolves with it at center. Really good penalty kill that time by Chicago. Ice Hawks got nothing as out of the penalty box on the play comes Samuel Blais. The puck in along the right side for Carrick. Good saucer feed on the backhand to Schilling. Drives the puck wide. Didn't catch all of that slapper. Svedberg down the boards, not quickly enough to hold the zone. Here's Blais into the zone. Stopped it off right side, put it in front of his skate plate. Now loose again, another whack at it. And a couple of saves made by Johansson, and then able to find the loose puck. Nice job by the Ice Hawk goaltender to keep Rockford to within a goal in this one with a couple of saves on the doorstep. 4 minutes and 52 seconds still left to go in period number 2. The Ice Hawks, they trail Chicago 2-1. Be back with more just after this right here on your Rockford Ice Hawks Broadcast Network.
Say, money doesn't grow on trees, but if you plow snow for a living, money does fall from the sky. But if your snowplow isn't running, someone else is cashing in on all that white gold. Don't let that happen. Before the next big snowfall, see Scott's RV Truck and Auto Repair on American Road. Scott is an ASE Master Truck Technician and the Rockford area's diesel specialist. Scott and his expert team can service any brand of snowplow on the road. And if you're looking to get into the snowplowing business or just need something new, Scott also sells snowplows from Boss, a worldwide leader in snow and ice removal equipment. So don't let your snowplow sit there there getting covered in snow when it should be on the road plowing it? Contact the experienced professionals at Scott's RV Truck and Auto Repair at 3301 American Road. Call 815-874-0800. That's 815-874-0800. Or you can fill out a simple service request form online at scottstruckandauto.com, and they'll get back to you as soon as possible. scottstruckandauto.com.
Welcome back out here to the BMO Harris Bank Center. Bob Mills and Tim Battilla with you here tonight. The Ice Hogs trail the Wolves by a 2-1 count. All 3 goals have been scored in this second period. Rockford got the first, but the Wolves answered with 2 of their own. Have a face-off on the left side. It gets tangled up off the draw, deep inside the Rockford end. Polka back down to the corner, able to knock it around behind the net as Dowell controls. Swings it off the wall, near side to PC Labrie. He's able to send it down the left wing side as Luke Johnson curls with it. Top of the circle, spins and shoots. That one never found its way to the front of the net, and it is cleared by Chicago. Gustafson able to chase it down into his defensive zone. Worked it up towards Luke Johnson. Now it's Gustafson on the near boards. Nice diagonal pass through center to Luke Johnson into the zone right side. Snapped a shot, save made, rebound loose. Dowell got hauled down as he was working his way after it. Got a little bit of it, and Huso made a nice diving play. Dowell is still down in behind the net, and that is not a good sign for the Ice Hogs. And indeed, he looks to need some medical attention. 4:14 left in the second. Rockford will be heading to the power play, but Jake Dowell crashing into the end wall there. He's being looked at.
So they called hooking, and to me that was a good penalty for Chicago to take, because he had an open netter if that guy doesn't take him down.
It's a good chance by the Ice Hogs was generated by Luke Johnson, and the unfortunate result here is that Jake Dowell is being worked on deep down in Rockford's attacking zone. And it looks like they're looking at his right leg. That'd be a big blow to this Ice Hogs team to lose their captain, Jake Dowell. He's being helped back up onto his skates, but he needs assistance even to get back towards Rockford's bench. We'll see if he stays on the bench here or just heads to the locker room. And it looks like he is going to go straight to the locker room area. So that's certainly not a good sign. Rockford will be heading to the power play here. It was Andrew Aguzino that got tied up with Dowell.
Happens to be on his poster night, too.
Yeah. See if the Ice Hogs can capitalize here. This penalty against the Chicago Wolves at 15:46. 5-on-4 is the Rockford advantage. It's their third of the game. They are 1 for 2. Mark McNeil will take a face-off along the left side. That one bounces free off the stick of Abbott as he tried to help get that puck back off the draw. It was cut off then by Friesen, and he wheels it down into the right side corner. Billy Polka digs it off the boards and is able to handle it now. Dropped it off to Abbott. The Ice Hogs had a tough time on their last power play, but their first one generated a goal. Puck is away to the left side as Abbott gets tangled up there with Lindboom. Puck into the corner and then is quickly freed up to Lindboom. Nice little bit of puck movement between Lindboom and Butler. That allows the Wolves to clear the zone once again. Billy Polka skates through center and then leaves the puck towards Spencer Abbott. He stick handles away and then moved it off the right side to Bond. Dropped it off to the blue line. Here's Polka, winds and fires. That one up over the crossbar. Away to Abbott, left side, quickly to Gustafson and right back to Abbott. At his stick checked, it's taken away by Megan. He has plenty of room to skate up the left side and then feeds it forward. Opportunity, McEachern cuts it on goal. He shoots and scores. Looked like Rockford just sort of fell asleep in the neutral zone there as Megan took the puck to the far side and then still had time to work it up ice. And right into the zone, McEachern, pardon me, puts that one into the back of the cage on a short-handed strike, and Rockford now trails by a 3-1 count.
So, I mean, how many times do you see your team's leading goal scorer also killing penalties at such a high rate? You know, you don't see Patrick Kane kill a penalty for the Blackhawks, for example. Not that I'm comparing the two, but in terms of having your leading scorer being one of your top penalty killers, that's a nice tool to have.
16:46 is the time of the shorthanded goal scored by Chicago. That's 3 in a row now for the Wolves. Puck down the right side is whipped around the wall off to the left wing boards and sent down to the corner. So McEachern gets the goal. Wade Megan gets his second point of this period. Now the puck is tangled up on the left side. Does it look to you like Chicago much more aggressive on these last 2 penalty kills as compared to the first one?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm not sure we look like we know what we really want to do right now. So
yeah.
When that happens, then you just tell everybody shoot the puck, and we're going to go to the net. See what happens.
Chicago
Hockey
looks like
101.
they. Yeah. My apologies there, Tim. But yeah, it looks like Chicago sort of noticed, hey, maybe Rockford might be vulnerable to some quick pressure along the wall. It certainly worked out for them. They didn't even give up a shot on goal on Rockford's last power play and then score a shorthanded goal on this one. Here's the Ice Hawks trying to answer. Valou over to Schilling. Right side point, snap shot through some traffic, tipped in front, and the stop is made. Puck is rolled aside to Schilling. He handles it down to the corner. Gives it to Lundberg. Now Schilling across. Valou just able to hold the zone. Left side point as he skates down the wall. Valou to the corner. Wanted to work that one back up to Carrick, who got tripped up. A penalty call coming up here against Chicago. Carrick holds it into the circle. Now worked it up towards Valou. Again off to the right wing side. Schilling one timer out in front. Tipped just wide by Barnes. Off to the near side. It's Carrick again to the blue line. Valou, he winds and fires. Deflected shot is turned aside. Schilling out behind the net. Whipped it free to Carrick. Carrick up to the blue line again to Mark McNeil. Holds onto the puck. Out of the right wing side, it's Valou. He stick handles across the blue line. Over now to Cameron Schilling. Holds, he shoots, brings it off the goalpost. It's away to Megan, who touches up, and the whistle sounds. 2:08 left to go, second period. 3-1 is the Ice Hog lead. They're heading back to the power play. You wonder, though, Tim, a lot of times conventional wisdom is to touch it up and get the 5-on-3 as quick as you can. Rockford's 5-on-3 has had their struggles. Maybe the strategy there is, hey, let's just fire some pucks at the net, see if we can get one to go.
Yeah, I'm telling you, 90% of the time, you want to have more time with a 5-on-3 than you do a 5-on-4. I'm not even sure we were aware that we had a delayed penalty there. It's hard to say, but I really, in my opinion, you get them to touch the puck right away, so you at least have 30 seconds to go 5-on-3.
17:52 the time of the penalty, and it will be a 5-on-4 as the previous one stops up, and the Ice Hawks score right off the draw. Shot from Billy Koka. I think Vaughn in front of the net will get credit. It's not bad though, 4 seconds into the power play, and the Ice Hawks cut it back to a 1-goal game.
How many times do you see a draw go from the center all the way back to the blue line, like a pass, like the other team didn't have a face-off guy, right to his tape, and then he shot it, and then I think it might have got tipped, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think Vaughn is going to get credit here. We'll see what the official scorekeepers decide, but a second power play goal in the game for Rockford, and that's an important one for the Ice Hogs. You really don't want to go into the intermission break having recently given up a shorthanded goal, so I think that power play strike is a good one for the momentum of the Ice Hogs here as the puck is away to the near side. Johnson up top. D'Souza winds and fires a rolling puck that ended up over the bar. Now Luke Johnson towards D'Souza. Whipped it off the wall. Right wing side. PC Labrie. Back down behind the net. Kyle Vaughn does indeed get credit for the tally. Lifted up into the air and down to the right side. Oh, and my mistake, it was McNeil who got that shot away. As Dunn holds it now to the high slot, he turns, he shoots, save is made by Johansson. That puck was still loose briefly. And how about that, Andrew Agazino right in front of the net. No one even close to him for Rockford. He was able to just stand there, and Johansson stopped that shot, gave up a rebound, had time to scramble and cover it, and still nobody for Rockford and tied up Agazino in front. That's going to be something that Rockford's got to keep in mind. And if you're trying to come back in this game, you can't give up those type of chances there.
That was a positional save because I don't think he saw the puck.
Yeah, I don't think he did either. So Vaughn from McNeil, the official scoring on the play, to get Rockford back to within a goal. Here's Sam Carrick on the face-off. It's moved away to the near side and down to the corner once again. Whipped away. as it is recovered by Spencer Abbott. He steps through center. Good rink-wide feed to Nolan Blues, jumping into the play. Backhander put right through the top of the goal crease. That one knocked aside by Huso, and then out to center. Gathered by Samuel Blaze. He works it down the right side. He holds it there and gets shoved by Polka. Puck is drawn aside and cleared by the Ice Hogs. Butler racing into his own end, chased by Abbott. Butler clears it through center along to the left wing side. Able to be stopped up by Karani. Drops it off now to play off the right side. And a wrister. The big stop is made on the play by Johansson, but a penalty call is coming up here, I believe, against the Ice Hogs for high sticking. And Sam Carrick off to the penalty box. It does not look like McEachern is cut on the play, so a 2-minute penalty against the Ice Hogs here will put the Wolves on the power play with 47.5 seconds to go in the second period.
So if he is cut on the play, would it add an additional 2 minutes?
Typically, yes. Yep. Most of the time you see those turn into a 4-minute advantage. 19-12, the time of this Rockford penalty. The Ice Hogs had gotten 3 straight power plays. Now the Wolves out of the man advantage. It's their third chance of this game. Puck knocked behind the net. Norrell couldn't get his stick freed up, and they score. Wade Megan gets his 3rd point of the period. Robin Norrell was trying to whack that one around the boards and had his stick lifted. And a quick turnover. It ends up in the back of the net, so the Wolves get it right back with just 42 seconds to go. That's a tough one on the Ice Hogs here.
Yeah, there's too much time and space there to be in the slot like that and be able to pick corners. I mean, obviously he can pick, don't get me wrong, but you got to be aware of where Megan is for sure.
That pass from Kenny Agostino, and the Ice Hogs continue to be victimized by these two players.
Yeah, they're outstanding.
Yeah, Agostino's got a goal and an assist tonight. Wade Megan, 2 goals and an assist. And this strike into the back of the cage at 19-18 on a 5-on-4 for Chicago. That puts them back up by 2 in a 4-2 contest now. Second straight game that we've had 6 second period goals between these two teams. Here's Schilling off the wall, and in both times the team that scored first was on the wrong side of that split. DeSouza off the glass. Chicago scored first last time, and Rockford ended up leading 4-2 at the end of the period, which seems to be how things will go again tonight, except with Chicago in the lead. Here's Labrie trying to get one back quickly here at the end of the period, has to dump it in. 5 seconds left. Chicago with control. It's Butler out of his own zone. 2 seconds remain. He flips it in, and that'll be the end of period number They've got plenty of time to mount a comeback here. The bad news is that they're down by a couple of goals, and they'll need some more third period magic, which they showed out in Chicago earlier on, just about a week ago. Here are the Wolves with control of the puck through center ice as it is handled by Schmaltz and dumped into the Rockford end. Down behind the cage, the puck is popped free and back around to the right wing side. Now into the offensive zone, stolen back by Carrick, fakes a shot, then skates in front. He snapped the shot, that one turned wide, and a bouncing puck off to the right wing side is gathered up by Dahlstrom. He tried to make a move, but then got tied up by Blais as the puck is worked around to the left wing. By the way, indeed the Ice Hogs have made a goaltending change as Matt Carruth is in the net to start period number 3 for the Hogs. Puck down to the right side corner. Dahlstrom tangled up off that one as the pass then stolen away by Sam Carrick. He skates through center away from Barbashov. Looked like he intended to make a pass to Bond, but fanned on it and then is forced to dump the puck in along the right wing side. It's picked up there by Reed McNeil. Back along the left wing as he controls it once again up towards Agostino, who's got a couple of points on the game. Evan Mosey now along the left side, shovels the backhander down to the corner. It is whipped around in behind the net, then snapped forward off to the right wing side. It is gathered up by Barbashov. Mosey steals it in the neutral zone for Rockford. Uses D'Souza at the blue line across to Valoop. Pass into the skates of Mosey is then picked up by Reed McNeil of the Wolves, pardon me. As then Barbashov is able to control, sends it back down into Ellis. He makes a backhand pass further into his own end as he needs a line change and allows Lindboom to control. Right through center, here's Mackenzie McEachern. Scored a shorthanded goal late in the second period. Puck into the corner, fed towards the front of the cage. Is knocked aside by the Ice Hogs. Dunn across to the right side. One-time drive, they score. Lindboom, a big booming shot off the right wing. Able to strike with that one-time blast past the pads of Matt Carruth. And just like that, the Wolves have jumped up to a 5-2 lead just a minute and 57 seconds into the third period.
Always a worry when you change goalies in the middle of a game that might be a little slow on the start, especially coming in 40 minutes after the game started, or I guess 40 minutes after play in the game. And not like a terribly difficult goal. Didn't look like, it looked like Mac had pretty good positioning, just snuck under him. Something probably wouldn't have happened if he'd been playing this whole time.
And a good shot certainly by Petteri Lindboom to get that one-timer away, and he got it cleanly right in on goal, but that one sneaks past. Good to see Dowell back into the game, though, after he had to be helped off the ice. He sets up a play off the left side. The guy gets turned wide, then Labrie snapped a shot. That one off the goaltender. Dowell trying to battle it aside, but it is trapped by Husso right out in front of the cage. He covers it up. 17:45 to go third period. 5-2 is the lead for the Wolves. But certainly that's got to be good news for the Ice Hogs. Maybe not necessarily just for this game, but going forward to get Jake Dowell back. Obviously, it means that injury can't be that serious that he suffered there at the end of the second period.
Yeah, Jake Dowell is really important to this team. His impact doesn't always show up on the score sheet, but he's a definite leader on the team, definitely gets the guys going and keeps them under control, and is always willing to back up his teammates when the time comes.
Nolan Ballou to the blue line, gets the puck off the draw. Dowell wears that C on his jersey absolutely for a reason. Great to see that he's been able to jump back in. Here's the puck around to the right side. Now trapped away. So that one gets assists on the play by Butler and Dunn. Might see a scoring change there, as if that does indeed stand, it would mean the Wolves had 3 defensemen on the ice when that goal was scored by Lindboom, as the puck is taken away off to the near side. And Bond is able to tap it over the blue line. Worked away towards Butler. Up through the neutral zone as Dahlstrom gathers. Tries to find Bond. This one waved off. No icing against the Ice Hogs here as Butler's back to play it. Trapped by Abbott off the near side wing. Carrot on the backhand feed. And it tied up on the play by Vaughn. And in behind the net, Carrick still chasing. Doing a nice job on that forechecking effort. It's Schilling to Abbott. Behind the net once more. Abbott escapes out towards the near side. Holds the puck as he curls away. Puts it toward the front of the cage just wide. It's off the stick of Carrick as he recovers it to Abbott in the right side corner. Now up the boards. Dahlstrom. Quick feed to Bonnie. Shoots, missed it just wide. Along the left wing side now as it's tapped away from Cameron Schilling. Picked up by Abbott. Right point to Dahlstrom with a wrister. That one knocked down again by Husso. Away to the right corner. Bond and Carrick combine to steal the puck back for the Hogs. Dahlstrom working along the wall near side. Got away from Friesen up to Abbott. A one-time drive. Husso makes the save, even though Carrick was standing right there to distract the vision of the Wolves goaltender. No rebound was allowed. 16-12 still left in the third. Chicago leads it 5-2.
It was a good offense possession by the Ice Hogs there. Good looks from the blue line. You'd like to try and get some closer shots, but you like to see them taking shots when they're there. It's always seems to be a thing that they do where they'll pass up shots in favor of something else, but you like to see the aggressiveness coming out of them right now.
Yeah, and that's sort of the way that the Ice Hogs have to play to be successful. Puck back to the blue line here as Valou controls. Weaves one through some traffic. Never found its way to the net. Now Valou finds it getting off the left side. Spins it free towards Mosey with a snapshot. That one gloved down by Husso. He holds on with 16:01 left. But I just feel like Rockford lost that edge a little bit in the second period, and they had it in the first frame for the most part. Then they score a goal on the power play to go up 1-0, and we sort of just saw them lose their teeth a little bit, it felt like, during that middle frame.
Yeah, definitely. It seems to have been a problem a lot this year where they will score and then almost pull back thinking, we got the goal, that's a good job for us, we'll take this one off, and then we see it all the time where the opposing team will strike right back in a minute, 2 minutes of the Ice Hogs scoring.
And it has happened again to the Ice Hogs tonight, as you pointed out. Rockford twice today, after each one of their goals, has given it back in about 2 minutes later. Rockford scoring their first at 2:10. Less than 2 minutes later, Kenny Agostino scored for Chicago, and then Rockford scored at 17:56. And then less than 2 minutes later, gave it back to Chicago at 19:18. So, or 16, pardon me, because the puck is away towards the left wing side and knocked down around towards Karan. So, yeah, absolutely right. It's a good point there, Kevin, as Rockford is doing a little bit of a tough job here tonight when it comes to sort of keeping the pressure on after they've scored. And certainly credit what the Wolves have been able to do to get some quick goals right back their direction. Cameron Schilling towards D'Souza on the near side is able to pick this one up and then finds Luke Johnson. Steps over the blue line, is gathered up by Andrew Agostino. Pass from the far side, gets chipped down off the stick of Lundberg, and then in behind the net, out of the near boards. Butler through center, connects on the play with Barbashov. Johnson hits it out of some traffic and curls it aside to Schilling. It ramps off the heel of his stick. Over the blue line into the Chicago zone. Clearing opportunity, knocked down Lundberg. Snapped his shot on a good recovery by Vince Dunn. After Johnson forced the turnover, Dunn blocks the shot up and out of play. 14:40 left third period. It's a 5-2 lead for the Wolves over the Ice Hogs. Mentioned a couple times tonight, the Ice Hogs are in action on Friday. Here's everything that's going on, though. The Ice Hogs taking on the Iowa Wild for a 7 p.m. matchup. Always one of the most popular giveaways of the season. Youth Jersey Night, that is courtesy of Ortho, Illinois. The first 1,000 fans age 14 and younger will receive an Ice Hogs youth jersey at that contest on Friday. Great seats still available, and certainly should have an atmosphere similar to this one on Friday night as well, so you'll want to check that out. Icing call against Chicago, but to get tickets to the game on Friday, call the Ice Hogs 815-968-5222 or jump online to icehogs.com. So Mark McNeil will take a face-off in the right circle. He gets locked up on the draw. Puck sits in the circle. Now McNeil recovers it away from Gervais. Near boards, Dahlstrom tried to get help from Johnson. They couldn't hold the zone. Sterling racing the other direction. Cross ice pass now back in front toward Schmaltz. That one deflected in on goal. And the kick save was made by Caruth. Pushed aside by McNeil towards Lundberg. He wasn't able to work it to the blue line. Chicago takes it away. Poke checked at the top of the Rockford zone. And the loose puck recovered by Johnson. Kisses it off the glass, out to center. Worked forward towards Gervais. A one-touch play up towards McEachern. He's tied up by Labrie. Puck poked aside by Dowell to Schilling. Now it's Dahlstrom. Left wing side to Labrie. Up ice to Dowell, who dumps it into the offensive end. Mosey, first one there, trying to get away from Friesen. Labrie on the forecheck, ran into Ellis. That puck stays alive for the Ice Hogs. Svedberg trapped it along the wall. Looks to battle it free. The Wolves recover. Now it's Reed McNeil. Pass up ice, tipped a couple of times, and then gathered by Labrie off the left wing side. He finds Robin Norrell. Jumped over his stick blade. Good recovery by Norrell as he was able to work it out to center. Now Mosey to Dowell. Ellis curled it away to the near side, McNeil. Phexuz skated through center by Connor Bleakley and couldn't keep that one under control as it is worked out by Rockford. Dumped right back in by Chicago. Already over 7 minutes gone here in the third period. The Wolves have done a great job since scoring that goal of eating time off the clock, and now a pass from Vaughn. He wanted Abbott. That one just did squeak outside of the blue line. Offside called against the Ice Hawks. 12:50 left to go, third period. The Wolves have the lead, 5-2. We'll take a break for now. We've got more action coming up after this here on your Rockford Ice Hogs Broadcast Network.
You're like me and have found the woman of your dreams. You know you're going to ask her soon, maybe in a couple of weeks or the next couple of months. There's still one thing that's on your mind. Finding the perfect diamond engagement ring that will absolutely wow her, but at a price that won't break your budget. For all of you soon-to-be fiancés, do yourself a really big favor and visit Clodius & Company Jewelers now, where hundreds of diamond engagement rings, solitaires, bridal sets, and quality diamonds are now up to 75% off. Clodius Jewelers is liquidating these beautiful quality engagement diamonds at prices never before seen in Rockford. It's the final days of the inventory liquidation sale, so shop smart and save up to 75% off on the diamond of her dreams. Remember, every Clodius & Company diamond engagement ring comes with the promise of the Clodius lifetime warranty, Clodius quality, and Clodius value. Clodius & Company Jewelers, Staten Mulford and ClodiusCo.com.
Welcome back out here to the BMO Harris Bank Center. Bob Mills alongside Kevin Peters with you here tonight. 5-2 is the Chicago lead over Rockford. The Ice Hawks have the advantage in shots on goal, 26-25. It's been a back-and-forth season series. Rockford won the first, then Chicago got 3 in a row. The Ice Hawks have won 2 straight, but the Wolves looking poised to end that stretch here unless Rockford can come up with 3 goals here late in the third as the puck is blocked away by Matt Carruth down into the left side corner. Worked aside by play off to the right side. Lindboom with a one-time shot. That one turned wide by Carruth. It is worked free out behind the net out of the near boards. Rockford unable to clear. Megan off the left side looking for the hat trick. He fires that one up by the crossbar, but a shoulder save was made by Carruth. Gustafson, nice bit of stick handling, gets free through the neutral zone, dishes it to Carrick, right side, fakes his shot, goes across to Abbott, just missed him. Up to the blue line, Valou, right wing side, winds, he fakes his shot, fires it away to the left side, that gets tipped away. But Abbott pulls it off the wall, spins free of a check, now finds Bond to Schilling. He wants a one-timer off a shin guard, it skips to Abbott. Left circle, holds on and drives a shot that gets blocked down. Good puck movement by Rockford, but never able to get a shot in on goal. Nolan Valou through center, finds Carrick, walks in with a wrist or a rolling puck. Valou tapped it in on the cage. Husso made the stop, and it is lifted to center again by Chicago. Schilling able to chase it down. 11.5 to go in the third period. 5-2 is the Chicago lead. Carrick back to Valou, then it's Schilling. Up towards D'Souza, through center ice, it's into the skates of Barnes. Kenny Agostino over the blue line. Makes a rink-wide pass that gets knocked aside. Now it's Valou off the backhand feed to Mosey. Dropped off to Souza. Off the boards to himself. Down into the left wing corner. A centering feed off the skates of Barnes to Mosey. He shoots. Didn't get much on that one. Not sure that ever found the cage in front of the Chicago defense. D'Souza with it now off the near side is able to trickle it down to the right side corner. Here's Polka with a whack at that one before it got tossed away. Back down to Svedberg inside of his own end. Polka through center. Here's D'Souza, 2-on-1 with Johnson. He holds on. Saucer feed. Johnson got a stick blade on it and rolled it just wide. After that one was partially blocked, it comes free off to the near side boards. Lundberg couldn't get back in time. Instead, McEachern for Chicago. Through center along to the right side. Svedberg behind the net towards Norrell. Up the wall to Luke Johnson. Cross-ice pass. Lundberg snapped the shot that is settled into the glove of the netminder Ville Husso, who holds on with 10 minutes and 11 seconds left in the third period. And Chicago leading Rockford 5-2.
One thing I've been noticing with the Ice Hogs that needs improvement for the rest of this game and really for the rest of the season, their passing, even on simple passing plays, has been rather dubious so far. And it's led to some turnovers. It's led to some broken plays that could have turned into something good. And it's been an Achilles heel for him a lot in a lot of these games for him.
Here's the puck through center now as the Ice Hogs have to chase it back into their own zone. Whipped away by Friesen. The Ice Hogs quickly recover and steal it back. McNeil along the left wing side to Gustafsson. His pass deflects right back to him. Now Lundberg in the circle. Pulled it up top. He wanted Dahlstrom. That one was behind him. Out to center. Now PC Labrie. Able to get it back for the Hogs, but deep inside of his own zone. Gustafsson rink wide to Dahlstrom. Over the blue line. Dahlstrom off the right side. Got hit, but able to overpower Dunn and keep the puck in the corner. Schilling chasing in from the blue line to McNeil. Now up to Valou at the left point. His shot tipped in front just wide as Schilling got a stick blade on that one. Now away to the near wall. Labrie off the left wing side. McNeil, he shoots, just missed it wide to the near goal post. Trapped by Dahlstrom, kept behind the net. Schilling, a backhand pass, got knocked aside. Bleakley off the near wall, chips it over to Vaughn, through center. Friesen chases after it. Valou got a stick involved, then Schilling freed it up towards Dowell, but he couldn't handle a bouncing puck. It's moved away to Samuel Blaise. He stopped it off the left side. His pass knocked down. Dahlstrom there to recover. Into the corner, far side, up then to Spencer Abbott. Stick handles away towards the far wall. Over the blue line once again. He shoots, and a glove save is made by Ville Husso. And he holds on to that puck. 8:42 still left to go. Third period. Chicago leads 5-2. We'll be back with more after this on your Rockford Ice Hogs Broadcast Network.
Say, money doesn't grow on trees, but if you plow snow for a living, money does fall from the sky. But if your snowplow isn't running, someone else is cashing in on all that white gold. Don't let that happen. Before the next big snowfall, see Scott's RV Truck and Auto Repair on American Road. Scott is an ASE Master Truck Technician and the Rockford area's diesel specialist. Scott and his expert team can service any brand of snowplow on the road. And if you're looking to get into the snowplowing business or just need something new, Scott also sells snowplows from Boss, a worldwide leader in snow and ice removal equipment. So don't let your snowplow sit there getting covered in snow when it should be on the road plowing it. Contact the experienced professionals at Scott's RV Truck and Auto Repair at 3301 American Road. Call 815-874-0800. That's 815-874-0800. Or you can fill out a simple service request form online at scottstruckandauto.com, and they'll get back to you as soon as possible. scottstruckandauto.com.
8 minutes, 42 seconds left to go here in the third period. The Ice Hogs are down 5-2 against Chicago. Both of Rockford's goals scored on the power play. The Wolves have one on the power play, one short-handed, and the others at even strength. Face-off on the left wing side as Sam Carrick will take the offensive zone draw for the Rockford Ice Hogs. Against him is Wade Megan, who's got 2 of the 5 Chicago goals on the night. Kenny Agostino has a strike as well. Each player also has an assist in this game, as the 2 have accounted for 5 points tonight. Here's the puck down to the corner, gathered by Abbott, put right back out in front for Bonnie. Shoots. That one is off the mask of the netminder, Husso, and then wide, and it knocks the mask off the goaltender, which of course brings the play to a halt. Good to see that Husso appears to be fine. 8:35 still left to go in the third. A good look by Vaughn, and he got a lot on that one. He's got one of the 2 Rockford goals in the game. Good chance there for the Ice Hogs. We'll get a face-off that'll take place off the right side now. Sam Carrick in for this face-off. Alex Friesen will step in against him. Puck is down to the corner as Butler pushes it free off the side of the net. Whipped away to the left wing side, down to the corner now. It is Abbott. Abbott holds it behind the cage, wanted Bond. Megan knocked his stick aside. Puck is loose towards Polka. His shot gets blocked. Chance to clear for Chicago, can't get it out. Carrick holds. One shot is blocked back to him, tries again. That one also blocked into the corner. Spun around by Abbott to Polka off the left wing side, and the whistle sounds here. Carrick getting into it then with Butler, who is headed towards the penalty box for the Wolves. So Rockford will look for their third power play goal of this game and try to spark a little bit of life here with just 8:12 left in the contest, and the Ice Hogs down by 3. So Butler heads off. Time of the penalty call is 11 minutes and 48 seconds into this third period. A 5-on-4 advantage for the Rockford Ice Hogs. 1 for their previous 4, or pardon me, 2 for their previous 4 as they head to their 5th chance of the game. Rockford hits the face-off to Valou. Got trapped in the corner. Lost the puck on a passing play. Vaughn helping to hold it into the zone. Tangles up with Barbashaw. Puck knocked all the way around. Off the left side, Ellis got hit and knocked down by Carrick, and he's hurt on the play. And then getting into it, Reed McNeil and Sam Carrick. The gloves coming off between those two. The stick is wedged between them, and now Carrick able to get a hand free. Comes up over the top with a few uppercuts now. Getting out of the way was McNeil, and Carrick drags him down. McNeil back up. Carrick trying to get his right hand over the top. McNeil pinning him against the boards. Carrick dodges an uppercut that time from McNeil. Now they switch places as Carrick gets to the outside. They work up the wall. Carrick lands a left, and McNeil a couple of rights. Carrick dodges free, and a big right hand from Carrick, and then McNeil goes tumbling down. Much to the delight of the hometown crowd. Sam Carrick landed a big right hand towards the end of that battle, which was pretty even between the two. It came after Ellis was hit by Carrick. Do not believe a penalty was coming up on the play. So a pair of 5-minute fighting majors likely here at 12:07 of this third period. Out of the penalty box is Kyle Vaughn, who I think was just dropping off some of Carrick's gear, stick and gloves. As mentioned, I don't think a penalty call was ever on the way against Sam Carrick, which means Rockford should remain on the power play. Oh, and pardon me, Abbott actually had gotten penalized at the same time of Butler. I apologize. There it was actually 4-on-4 going on prior to that bout between those two, and Carrick is indeed getting an extra penalty here. So that was 4-on-4 going on between the two clubs prior to that scuffle. Carrick getting an extra 2 minutes here. I would imagine, if anything, it would have to be for boarding, which means that all of a sudden the Chicago Wolves will have a 4-on-3. That will last for 1 minute and 41 seconds, after which it will become a 5-on-4. For Chicago, it is their 4th chance of the game. They are 1 for 3 so far. Here's a face-off to be taken by Jake Dowell deep in his own zone. Knocked back up to the blue line for Dunn. He holds onto it there as the puck is gathered. Broken stick for Megan off the draw. He had a race back to the bench, but the Wolves able to keep control that whole time, and Dunn has it now. Off to the right wing side, played towards the front of the net by Agostino. That was knocked away by Polka to the blue line for Dunn. Now it is Schmaltz. Dunn once more with Megan, setting up camp in front. Schmaltz up top to Dunn. He hangs on off to the right wing side. Agostino in the circle now to Schmaltz off the left wing. Couldn't handle that pass cleanly. Pass from Schmaltz gets to Agostino, then sent out to the front of the net. Pad save made. Caruso the rebound. Jake Dowell dropping down, helps to block it away. Mark McNeil there also. Megan in the corner, his pass deflects just past Agostino, who made a diving attempt to hold the zone. And instead it's all the way out to center. Luke Johnson helps to spin a puck away at center, and then gets into the offensive zone, pokes it free across now to Dahlstrom. Right side circle, holds the puck and shoots, missed it wide. It's away to Svedberg at the left point. He drives it in on goal. It is gloved down there by Husso. Left behind the cage to Dunn. Now it is Jordan Schmaltz. Puck away to the right wing side. Curled down in behind the cage, just away from Carl Dahlstrom. Now Megan around the wall again, picked up by Agostino. Up to the blue line for Schmaltz. Left wing side. Ellis to Schmaltz again. Now Morgan Ellis with a shot partially blocked by Dahlstrom. Still got in on goal, and Carruth had to make the save. Moved away to the right wing. Players leave the box. Now it's a 5-on-4, still favoring Chicago. 15 seconds left as Ellis handles it. His pass knocked away by the Ice Hogs out to center. Just 10 seconds left to go on this Chicago power play. Handled by Sterling. Out of the box here is Barnes, who was serving the penalty for Sam Carrick, as he also had to serve the fighting major. So Barnes at center, flips it into the right side corner. PC Labrie put it right back across the bouncing puck. Barnes not able to get a stick on it. Labrie in the right circle. Gives it to Barnes behind the net. Fanned on a pass towards the blue line, stripped away by Morgan Ellis. Out through center on a backhand pass, as it is collected by Sterling. Into the corner, Gustafsson. Got it around to Mosey. Up ice towards Labrie. Steps over the blue line. Got it deep down to the right corner. Mosey chasing behind the net up top to Labrie. Couldn't get it away in time as Sterling came back on him and blocked it. That puck never found the net. 5:05 to go in the third. Rockford down 5-2. Puck is handled by Norrell. Then given to Nolan Valou. Skates his way through center ice onto the left wing side, just over the blue line. Snapshot blocked off a skate and rolls away into the right side corner. It's pushed free behind the net for Dunn. Knocked away to Barbashov. Then Norrell drives a shot. That one skipped off a couple of bodies in front. Bond finds it back towards Valou. Whipped away from him. Then Bond to the blue line. Lundberg all the way across towards Valou at the left point. Sends it towards the front of the cage. Bond getting a piece of it, but it bounces wide. Upended was Lundberg. Now to Bond. Norrell left side towards Valou. Holds it there. Cross ice feed got deflected, and so Norrell had to chase it to center. Lundberg towards Norrell. Up through center ice. D'Souza saw a check coming from Lindboom just at the last moment. Way to the near side wing here. And then D'Souza finishes a check on Lindboom right in front of the Chicago bench. Into the zone, Luke Johnson with a wrister. Blocked away by Jordan Schmaltz. Up and out of play. And with that, the clock will come to a halt. We'll take our final break of this one. 3:58 to go in the third. Chicago leads 5-2 here on your Rockford Ice Hogs broadcast network.
Station sure has the right name. Over 30 years of filling your need for delicious food, filling your need for great drinks, and filling your need for fun. The Filling Station is famous for their homemade pizza using only the freshest ingredients, the best wings in town, daily lunch and dinner specials, daily drink specials, DJ and karaoke nights, Rockford's best Sunday Bloody Mary bar, and more. Located at 6259 11th Street, open Monday through Thursday till 2 and Friday through Sunday till 3. Find them online at fillingstationrockford.com and keep up with the latest events on Facebook.
There are just so many reasons to love Scanlon's. Huge selection of craft and import beers, in-house dart and pool leagues, karaoke and DJ every Friday and Saturday night, and the best bar food around, including fresh cut burgers, steak, and marinated pork chop sandwiches, plus great appetizers, wings, fresh salads, wraps, and subs, and Rockford's only handmade sourdough crust pizza, from 7-inch personal size up to 16 inches to feed everyone. Whether it's the great food, great drinks, or great friends, stop in and you'll find a reason to love Scanlon's too. On City View Drive near the corner of Rockton and Riverside, and on Facebook.
Welcome back out here to the BMO Harris Bank Center. Bob Mills with you here. 3:58 to go in the third. It's a 5-2 Chicago lead. Time rapidly winding down against the Hogs. Mark McNeil will step in for a face-off along the right side. 32-29 are the shots favoring Rockford. It'll be McNeil to face off against Friesen here. Puck down to the right side corner, whipped around the boards. Polka trying to hold off the right side, not able to do so. However, it likely will result in an icing call, and nope, that one waved off. Schilling back to play it to Polka, trying to clear, got knocked down by Karan, freed up to Blaze. He works around the right side, and a one-time feed in front. There's Megan, he scores. That's a hat-trick goal for the Chicago forward. Megan picks up his third of the night. Beautiful feed from Samuel Blais off the left side. As Megan puts home his third of the game. I believe Karan will pick up an assist on the play as well. 16-20, the time of the strike. 5-on-5 by Chicago as they take a 6-2 lead over Rockford. The Wolves reversing the score from last Wednesday night. Not really a whole lot that Matt Caruth could do about that opportunity. Beautiful pass in front, and that one driven quickly in on goal by Megan. And the referees right now are actually talking to the Chicago bench, and Samuel Blais is actually heading to the locker room here. Trying to let you know if it's a penalty call or an equipment issue as soon as an opportunity arises. Referee Sean Davis heading to the scorekeeper's booth to talk this one over. Face-off will occur at center. Here's the night as Samuel Blais is done. Whether for equipment or for penalty, let you know. So here's Barnes, got the puck freed up at center. Racing out is Husso from the cage to knock it aside. Ron and Blais indeed get the assist on that one. Puck is down along the right wing side of the Rockford zone, then behind the net Gustafson. Not able to clear as it was stripped away by McEachern, put out in front. Never able to get it right back in on goal was Gervais. Ballou escapes to center ice. Puck down the wall. Henry Lindboom with it. Onto the right wing side for Ellis. Up top now to Friesen. So Lindboom again at the red line. Swings it deep down behind the net as Caruth is there to settle it down. Cameron Schilling controls off the wall far side. And Samuel Blais does indeed get a 10-minute misconduct. Not sure exactly what he did to earn that one. Is the puck is high up in the air off a deflected pass into the Rockford zone. The Wolves hold Vaughn down to the corner. Bleakley chased down by Dahlstrom. And it is Schilling up the right wing side. Poked away. Schilling controls. Dropped it out towards the front of the cage. That one just sent back in behind the Rockford net. 2:17 to go, third period. The Ice Hogs, they trail by 4 in a 6-2 count. Here's D'Souza working his way down the left side at a shot deflected of free. Johnson to Norrell, then left side to Svedberg with a big shot there. Tipped in front, but still knocked down by Husso and wide of the net. PC Labrie took a pass from Svedberg, but couldn't keep it under control. It's out to center. Now Norrell hit by Vaughn. Labrie able to pin Friesen up against the wall to allow D'Souza to pick up the puck. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the third. The Ice Hogs trailing 6-2. It's away now to the right wing side. Andrew Agazino lifts it high in the air to the left wing corner where Valou is able to recover. Barbashev standing there for the Wolves. Valou stick handling. Sent across towards Svedberg. Long feet up ice. He wanted Barnes. Couldn't quite connect with him. Will lead to an icing call. And with 1:19 left, the faceoff will head into the Ice Hog zone. Fans, you can catch the Ice Hogs all season long by tuning to WIFR's Justice Network on 23.3. Join me, Bob Mills, as well as Kevin Peters, 30 minutes before puck drop for Ice Hogs warm-up for all games, home and away, during the 2016-17 season. You can also listen to each and every Ice Hogs game on your computer, tablet, or mobile device by going to WXRX.com or SportsFan1330.com. You can also use the Rockford Ice Hogs mobile app. And a select number of games also aired right here on AM 1330. Both Friday and Saturday's games will also be available on your radio dial. Here's Mosey working his way in along the left side. A backhanded puck flies away to the right corner. Right into the Ice Hog zone. Vaughn shields it from Agazino. Rolls free to Svedberg as he stops in behind the net. Svedberg up the far side to Vaughn. Floats it free to Barnes. Nice poke check right back to Vaughn. Now it's Barnes again. Backhanded right into the blue paint. That one ping-ponged around and then bounced free. Dahlstrom off the left side. Norrell with a shot, and a save is made by Husso as Norrell was trying to put it in the top corner. Dug away by Vaughn to Barnes in the corner. He collects it now on the left side up to the blue line. Mosey trying to wrist her, fan on it, taken away. Here's a chance for Sterling up ice, right side snapshot, and a pad save is made by Caruth. Back to the left wing as Norrell puts it to Dahlstrom behind the net. 12 seconds to go in this one. The Wolves getting set for their second win of the year here at the BMO. PC Labrie off the left side, snapped a shot. It is stopped by the netminder as Ville Husso controls. And with 4.2 seconds left, we'll get at least one more face-off in Rockford's attack again. D'Souza, Johnson, as well as Labrie out for this one. Up front, it is Valu and Schilling along the blue line. Friesen will take this face-off for Chicago. Players moving a bit too soon. They'll have to reset and try it again. Leakley now steps in. Ties up with D'Souza, puck loose to Johnson, spins it toward the cage, bounced off the side of the net. That'll do it though in this one as Chicago answers right back with a 6-2 win of their own here at the BMO Harris Bank Center. We'll step aside for now and get you to the Rockford Ice Hogs post-game show. That'll be coming up after this right here on your Rockford Ice Hogs Broadcast Network.
With some old neat stuff, in with some new neat stuff. It's the annual Al Grace Appliance Blowout, Closeout, Move 'em Out sale. Gobs of neat stuff has gotta go. This model's 6 months old. This one's 12. Is this one 2 years old? How'd all the